Hey, what's up guys? You might have looked at the title and noticed that it does not say best deck for the 20-win challenge. And the reason is, I don't think there is actually a best deck for people that have not played this challenge before and, jumping into it with a pro level game. Like if you're playing with a pro deck that you've never played before and you're getting it off a tier list or whatever, you're probably not accustomed to the card interactions. You don't actually know how the deck works. And then you're expected to learn that in the span of, 4 days and master all of those interactions against people that have probably playing around the same deck as you because it's, a common pro deck. So I can't really suggest those in good faith. My number one thing that I was going to tell everyone is the exact same thing that I tweeted. If you want to have success in this type of format, you really want to make sure that you're not spending all of your time learning a completely new deck and getting frustrated by, the meta matchups and trying to understand those at once. The best 21 deck is one that you've played before and you have a plan of all the matchups and understand the interactions behind your cards. So an example of that is maybe you play Giant Double Prince. Giant Double Prince, hey, I go in for a minor on top of Inferno Towers, and then I go in with my Giant and my Double Prince, and then I zap on the Inferno Tower, resetting it, and allow my Giant Double Prince to break through. And then if they have Tesla and they're running Log Bait, you go for the minor on top of the tower, and then you get all the damage directly onto the tower instead of trying to break through with your Giant Double Prince. So that's just an example. And these are the things that people know when they play their deck for a long period of time from trial and error. And if you're trying to win 20 wins in this challenge, the way that you're going to do that is by knowing your deck from inside and out. And if you're trying to play a pro deck for the top 5 best decks for the challenge, high chance if you've never played the deck before, you're going to fail and you're not going to get the 20 wins. That being said, if you want to learn those decks, they would probably be great for a long-term investment in learning how to play. But don't rely on those type of decks as the way to win the challenge. It's not just deck, it's skill, and it's knowing how to outplay bad matchups by playing the deck a lot. So just wanted to break that down, and that was what I wanted to open it up with today before we jump into it. If you guys don't know who I am, I was a professional player back then in 2018. I'm currently ranked 3,000 in the world. My skill level is 1,000 to 2,000 if I want to push up. And then as you guys can see, I usually play a lot of ladder. The last ladder session that we did, this is going to be a video. I think I won every single game. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row. And then we went from unranked to ranked. But that being said, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to hit the 20 wins first try. I don't think that I can guarantee that. And I'm not going to be trying too much because I don't really want to grind it the entire time and, learn and master a deck and then have that happen, because it's not personally that fun for me. But we will be jumping into the challenge and we'll show you guys decks that I'm personally comfortable with. These are not decks that you guys have to play. I'm not going to make a claim and say that these are the best decks in the challenge either, because that'd be lying to you guys. So I'll just play a deck that I feel really comfortable with. Pro players have gotten a 20 win with it before. Is this going to be the best deck for you? No, maybe not. If you haven't played Giant Skeleton Goblin Drill, I would highly encourage you guys not to play this deck. Play something that you're good with. Play something that you like. All right, Goblin Drill for the 20 wins. Yeah, Goblin Drill is like one of the strongest win conditions, but if you haven't played Goblin Drill before, it's probably not something that you randomly pick up and play. There are decks that you can do that with, and like the friendly tournaments that I have a little bit more fun with, like all the challenges that Clash Royale throws out and the free challenges. You can kind of screw around and run a deck that is good that I recommend, and then you'll probably have success even if you don't know how to play it perfectly, because the player base for that type of challenge is not trying to qualify for CRL. They're just trying to get a cool new emote. You're going to be playing against a lot more casual players than you would be in this type of challenge. So everyone that's playing this, for the most part, is going to be trying to get the gold or whatever, or they're trying to be qualifying. And, this is not something that newer players would be playing in that often. You guys got a Magic Archer. That was actually a pretty bad Magic Archer. It wasn't in alignment with anything. It will get one hit because it's going to hit the guard. Oh, it didn't. Okay, that's interesting. I'm going to go in for bats here. I wonder if the Magic Archer hits one of the bats. It does, so I have to snowball this. Oh, I don't know if I got that down in time. It actually killed the Barbarians instead of knocking it back. So I wish the Barbarian hut, or not the Barbarian hut, the, wow, it looks like a Barbarian hut. If only the Barbarian hut spawned mobile Barbarians. Yeah, it killed it, so it didn't actually knock it back and push back the Barbarians. Alright, we're going to go in for guards here, and then stop the bandit, so that should die. Generally, these type of matchups... oh, wow. Really? I was going to say it would be really easy because they would have Zap. And if they had Zap only, then they don't have an answer to the Goblin Drill. Like, they'd have to go for Royal Ghost. Maybe he's not going to have another small spell, so... I'm going to go in for bats here, and I'm going to try to get damage with that. Looks like the goblins are putting in work. And the bats, as I said before, like, they're going to have a lot of value if they have Zap into that, but they're not going to have a lot of value into the Goblin Drill, so I guess he chose to have more value into the bats instead. Makes sense. Alright, we're going to be able to push that back with the snowball, and then go for guards afterwards, so I should be able to stop everything here. I think that we're able to stop yeah, stop everything pretty well. Alright, so I'm going to go in for a Goblin Drill here since we've got a lot of value with the bats counter pushing, and then I think I can go in for a bandit counter him right here with a Mighty Miner and expecting him. Okay, he went Magic Archer instead. Wow, I really thought he would go bandit. Okay, so Electro Wizard's out of cycle. He has to go Barb Drill instead. I don't really want to click the ability. It doesn't do too much for me right there. I'll go Giant Skeleton. I'm going to wait with my log. I'm going to wait till the last possible second. We should be able to push everything back and then stop it in its tracks. Magic Archer can be annoying, but if it's targeting the Giant Skeleton instead, it's not that bad. Remember, he doesn't have a good answer to this besides like Electro Wizard, so let's go for bats here. Magic Archer's coming down, so he's going to E-Wiz here, and then he won't have anything for the Mighty Miner. So we're just trying to play like a little bit more aggressive and figure out the right opportunities to go in instead of like messing up and overcommitting. Alright, so Electro Wizard should lock onto our tower, which is obviously pretty bad for me. I'm going to go and click the bomb, stop that in its tracks, go in for guards, go for bats, and then go for another Goblin Drill here. So this has been played very, very well from our opponent. He is definitely not messing around too much. Giant Skeleton is going to be able to kill that. I think that in this type of situation, I need to start going opposite lane, so that's what we're going to be trying to do here. Magic Archer doesn't necessarily die that quickly. It doesn't die to a snowball plus a log, so that's unfortunate. I think it's in my best interest to go in for this, and then go for Mighty Miner, and then expect him to continue to spam me so I can log this. That's here. Great that he's Electro-Wizarding for me, because now he doesn't have anything for the Dark Goblin, and the Dark Goblin's going to be able to kill it, and then wonder if the Mighty Miner puts in work here on the right-hand side. He's going to Fireball. Dark Goblin's putting in work. I'm not going to click the ability. There's no point. The Dark Goblin again, since he just used Fireball. I'm going to try to go Giant Skeleton on the right. Or no, left, sorry. He just dropped his P.E.K.K.A, so this is pretty good for us. I think he has to go in for like an Electro Wizard. And I don't think he has any way of stopping this anymore. So this should be GG. Unless I'm insane. I think the Giant Skeleton locks onto the tower and we walk away to win. So as you can see, like even the first game for me, like yeah, I didn't play that perfect, but like this was a sweaty game for me. This is not something that you would have in like a regular challenge. Most of the time, you just like walk away with a very easy win. And we'll take a look at that guy's profile. I don't know where he was, but he was running like a good deck, a deck he was definitely comfortable with. And yeah, he was not a bad player. Like you can look at his masteries, I guess. His trophy count wasn't super high, but you can see he's played a lot of Clash Royale based off of like having an entire deck like purple. So GG. We'll go to the next one and we'll keep grinding. What's up, Tag? What's up, man? What's going on? Just wondering if you're still sponsored by Manscaped? No, I am not sponsored by Manscaped anymore. I was sponsored by them for like a year and a half, bro. It was crazy. Like, that was really, really cool. It also shows that you guys, the audience that we have is like 99% dudes, and almost all of you are between the ages of 18 and like 25. Actually, 30 as well. That's like 18 to 30. That's kind of the age group that we have of viewers. There are some people that aren't, but like 95% of you guys are. Also, Soso, what's up? Thank you for the $5, man. I hope you're doing well. So, as I said before, I'm just going to be trying my absolute hardest. I can't guarantee that I'm going to win this. We'll just see where it goes, you know? Like, I am definitely not the best player in the world. A lot of you guys have a misconception that I am still a top 200 ladder player. That is very far from the case. I am a top 1,000 to top 2,000 skill level player. And I'm currently a 3,000 in the world on ladder. So, yeah, definitely not as good as a lot of you guys think I am. But we're trying our hardest, and we're just going to see what we can do. Okay, so Giant Skeleton into that doesn't even kill the Battle Healer sometimes, so that's going to be a problem. I don't know what version of the deck he's got. Okay, so he's got arrows. All right, so that should be able to kill now if there's no Battle Healer nearby, so not the worst thing in the world. Could have activated King Tower with that. Oh, well, that's not anymore. What was that goblin drill? Okay, those are pro plays. Those are amazing tactics you guys have seen nowhere else. Probably because they're trash, but maybe it'll work. I guess it was too talented for me to even comprehend it to be bad. Okay, that was the worst Mighty Miner ever, right? Nah, it got me 500 damage. We'll see. Yo, what's up, man? I freaking love you. Exquisite. M. Singer. Let's go, dude. I also said your name correctly for the first time ever since you changed your name. That's beautiful. Thank you for the 20. Showing love from the UP, Upper Peninsula. More picks coming. Love you, man. Yeah, dude, I'll check them out later. Right now, we're gassing through and hopefully being able to defend this. The Elixir Golem got a lot worse, but he does have arrows for my Dark Goblin, so this could be some problems. The way that you want to play this is you want to log the second form, so then you're able to damage down the blobs. So we'll see how this works. Do this. Probably click the bomb. Did that work? Oh, it did. Cool. What the heck are those? What are those? Okay. I also like flamed him for a sec, and then I didn't have Elixir for Snowball, just as a meme. Okay. Well, that's okay. I'm wondering why people still play Elixir Golem. There's a much better version of Elixir Golem, and it's called Regular Golem, where you don't give your opponent Elixir. Yeah. Battle Healer plus Golem regularly is actually quite good. This is just a trash deck. Even though he has a good matchup here where he's got arrows, he's still going to lose, which is really funny. Okay, never mind. I just decided to int and throw all my Elixir. No big deal. No big deal out here, dudes. At least he doesn't have what he was hoping for. Wait, that's killing my Dark Goblin. That's terrible for me. That's actually trash. I can't believe that I killed my Dark Goblin. Alright, we're just going to stack up a lot of stuff here and just say no to Elixir Golem. That's our new motto. We have two huge, thick giants here dropping bombs on the Elixir Golem, so we're going to win. But this is a slothy game and not in the good kind. GG, well played. And we'll just go next one. As you guys can see, Elixir Golem's really bad because Cycle decks can kill the first form really quickly and then get more Elixir. And then the problem with Elixir Golem is if you're running a deck that is really high risk, very little reward against Cycle decks, you're probably going to lose because the Battle Healer needs to latch onto things to heal up. But what happens is they just kite your Battle Healer away, or they keep it away from the Elixir Golem. So even if it is hitting things, it's not healing up the Elixir Golem. So then they kill the Elixir Golem, and then they get the Elixir from the Elixir Golem, and then they deal with the rest of the stuff. Or they have so many range cards like Musketeers and Cannons that the Battle Healer can never hit something, and all the stuff dies before the Battle Healer can even get up close to heal up the Elixir Golem and their stuff. Like Musketeer, Cannon, Log, Fireball basically shuts down the entire Elixir Golem push without the Battle Healer doing anything. That's another reason why it's just kind of trash. But that's also just my opinion, and also pros that have told me that it's just super bad. Are you going to be using this deck for the challenge? Yeah, and I want to make it abundantly clear. I don't want to ever give you guys like a misconception of like, or a false hope of, oh, this deck will be the 20-win challenge deck for you. Like I said it at the very start. You guys can rewind and just listen to my rant again about it. Is I really did not want to create a video on my main channel because I felt like it would be disingenuous to say, here are the top 5 decks for the challenge, and then not talk about how it might not be the best deck for you. Because if I said, like, here are the top 5 best decks for the challenge, I would have to say these are maybe not the best decks for you because I don't know what decks you are comfortable with personally. And if you're not comfortable with these top 5 decks, then they're not good for you. Because you only have 4 days to learn them. They're like, you know, there's a lot riding on that time that you spend. So I didn't want to ever give people false hope on if you play these 5 decks, you're going to win the game or win the challenge. And I feel like a lot of people have that misconception. So that's the main thing for me is like play a deck that you're really comfortable with. This is the deck that I'm comfortable with right now that I want to play. I think it's really strong. It just fits my play style. I like the cards, and you know, we'll see how far I can get. There's a lot of other decks that I'm more comfortable with, but there are also decks that don't have champions because, as you guys know, I try not to put champions in my videos, my main channel videos. So I've played other decks a lot more than this, but it is what it is. I think this is going to be one of my favorite decks in the game. I think Mighty Miner is now the best champion in the game, but that's also personal preference. That's also my feeling on the deck and the card, not necessarily fact or anything like that. yeah, I just think that Mighty Miner with like Log Bait and Goblin Drill and even Lava Hound is just kind of the strongest, just giving value for 1 elixir, being able to shift and go other side. There's just a lot more outplay potential than what I've seen. I'm going to go Goblin Drill here. I'm going to use the guards and the Mighty Miner to bait out some extra elixir. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I'm going to use that now. And then I'm going to go here. Dark Goblin, Mighty Miner, like locks tower. Probably does the entire tower, to be honest. He had to zap that, so he freaked out. Pretty funny. I love that the Dark Goblin is able to give us that much value as well. Like the fact that it can outrange Archer Queens, outrange almost everything in the game for such a low elixir cost card. It's just so good. Okay, that was a great balloon on his end, but I think the Dark Goblin's going to pop off, and especially with the Goblins, he's just going to lose. By the way, this is not my deck. I also don't want to have the misconception of, hey, Jake, great deck that you made. This is Jules' deck, so if you guys are ever wondering, one of the best players in the game, he created this deck, not me. So just wanted to make sure that that happens. Sometimes people get like really defensive about the decks that content creators run. Most content creators that you see putting a deck out have not made the deck themselves. I try to give credit in my intros whenever there's someone that I know created the deck. But yeah, just another misconception that a lot of people don't get is if you see someone playing a deck and it's content creator playing the deck, they don't own the deck. They didn't make the deck. Probably someone else did. All right, let's freaking go. There's also some other stuff that I missed. Is this a current deck vibe for the challenge? I need another sweet emote. Yeah, so run a deck that you're comfortable with. This is a deck that I'm personally comfortable with. Yeah, that's what's up. Because you're going to learn all the interactions by playing a deck over and over and over again. If you know a deck that you like, just keep playing it, and that's how you're going to get better. That's how you're going to push up further on ladder. That's how you're going to end up winning the 20-win challenge. That's how you're going to do better in the Royale tournaments, is playing the same deck over and over and over again. It gets super boring sometimes, but if you want to win, that's just like repetitive and practice is the secret to success for sure. All right, so Goblin Drill is going to be really good here because the Valkyrie's out of cycle, so I'm going to go Drill, and then Guard should give us value. I don't know this interaction, so we'll find out. Okay, that sucked. That's really bad. I think this is Log Bait, right? From him. I've got Snowball, so it's not that bad for me, but this is definitely bad. I didn't play it super well. I'm going to go Dark Goblin Snowball, kill everything. That was scuffed. I dislike the fact that I played that so poorly. The back gives us 1 hit because everything grouped up. Okay, let's focus up in these games because I think these people are actually going to be pretty good. We'll also see how far I get in this challenge. If I get to 15 wins, I'd be pretty happy at the very start, my first try. This is my very first try ever trying the 20-win challenge with this deck as well. I found this deck today and I really liked it, so maybe I should have practiced it a little bit more, but I don't really like playing champions that much, so more so just record videos whenever I get the chance. Alright, so this guy's going to go Valk again. Goblin Barrel does get hard countered by our deck because we've got logs, so if this guy is better than me, he would win, right? Just one other thing, like, if you get hard countered in this challenge, don't throw your hands up in the air and be like, hey, I can't win. Like, it's impossible. Because as much as it might feel like that, if you're better than your opponent, what you can do is you just increase the odds of winning, just like poker, and even the best poker players can win with terrible hands in some situations just by increasing their chances of winning with their gameplay. So it's like sometimes you're dealt with bad hand, but you can always win if you're like really, really good. There's a reason that people like, you know, Muhammad Light won, I think they won 60 games and only lost once in this challenge. So stuff like that is really impressive to me. All right, so he goes Goblin Barrel. That was not the best for him because I'm able to counter that with guards and then Mighty Miner and then get counter push with all my stuff. So he just wasted 3 elixir essentially. Giant Skeleton in the back is great. See, now we get to find out this interaction. I was dying to... No, this is stupid. It doesn't... feel like if you're better than me, you would know that interaction. You would know the Dark Goblin won't walk up into that in there. Because I haven't played enough Mighty Miner, I didn't know that. And I played that poorly. You know, you live and you learn and you always get better at the game. So we're going to snowball the Valkyrie away. So then after it gets that hit... Okay, it didn't get the hit. I was hoping it would, so then we would get more value. He might... Okay, no, he's going to lose the Dark Goblin. The Valkyrie's also going to get hit too. So as you can see, this matchup is like very much in my favor. I've made a whole bunch of misplays, but we're learning as we go. I definitely want to go and snipe the cannon every chance I get, and then he's going to log it. It's okay. I can log on top of the Dark Goblin. I think the Dark Goblin's within vicinity. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, we don't know if I was wrong or right. Or maybe you guys do, but I don't. I wasn't able to see. He hasn't rocketed once, so this just shows that he's going to lose. Because he's going to Dark Goblin randomly at the river, too. He's just, he's not in the best frame of mind. Alright, so he's going to log again. That's pretty good play, just to kill the Dark Goblin and hit my tower. Oh, that was supposed to be a Goblin drill, by the way. We're just going to say that that was not meant to be guards. Super sorry about that, guys. I'm playing like a fool, but fortunately it doesn't matter. Alright, we're going to go in for a giant snowball here and try to time it so then the Goblins hit the tower. That's what I was trying to do the entire time earlier. You guys didn't know what I was trying to do. Now you do know. Alright, so the bats are going to kill that since it's slightly further. Okay, it's not like super far back. I thought it was further back than that. We're going to log so the Dark Goblin dies, then we go for another Goblin drill here. You always want to save your snowball in conjunction with their Valkyrie, so then when their Valkyrie comes down, you're able to hit it and just knock it back, so then the Goblins will spawn and hit the tower. That's what we've been trying to do the entire time. It hasn't worked every single time, but now it has been pretty reliable. So I'm going to rocket counter with a log. Feels pretty weird saying that, but that's what we got to do. And yeah, he should lose now. So there's a lot of stuff counter pushing and spamming at him. He's going to be able to pop that, and he's going to log this time because he's freaking out. He is actually giving me a little bit more respect, understanding that I know that I can defend that. So I'm going to log slightly off to the side. I'm going to go for a Goblin drill in a different placement. I'm going to do this. I'm going to follow up with a Dark Goblin. And I'm sure you guys can see now, like, if he was better, I think he would have beaten me because I didn't play this perfectly. Even though I have a really, really good matchup, if he was better than me, he would have probably beat me there because I made a lot of missteps with whether it was my Mighty Miner abilities or just not going in at the right points, not always hitting my snowballs. So, you know, just one of those things to keep in mind. How many wins? We're at 4 wins right now. And we'll see how far we can get. Hey, Jake, good luck in the challenge. Do you think that the best E-Giant deck is in the meta? Okay, so I don't know what the best E-Giant deck in the meta is right now, but I would say that E-Giant with Collector and then Mini P.E.K.K.A. is the best one if you're comfortable with E-Giant and Elixir Collector, because that's the one that I saw get the highest amount of wins recently. I don't know if you saw the Mini P.E.K.K.A. one with, like, Elixir Collector. It's probably on Royale API. You can check that out there. Any plans on attending the CRL finals? Yeah, dude, so I gotta be 100% honest with you. I haven't been playing as much Clash Royale recently at all, and I declined the invitation to the CRL World Finals because it was a really, really long period of time. For that trip, it was like an entire week or something, so I couldn't say yes to it because my girlfriend and I are moving again. So I moved from Boston to Seattle, and then I'm moving from corporate housing to regular housing, and I have to find a new house and a new apartment, and you know, my girlfriend can't move all of our stuff all by herself, so it's like, you know, if I'm gone for a week, then I have to get a week ahead in videos because I upload daily on my main channel, SIRTAG CR, and then we just have a huge issue there. So it's like not only is it uploading daily and it screws up my schedule and getting a week ahead, the videos are going to be trash, and then also on top of that, we are moving, so it was like there were too many things at once, so I said no. It was begrudgingly so. Like, I wanted to go to Helsinki. I wanted to see everyone, but it just didn't make sense for me. So maybe next time. I'm super stoked for that, but we'll have to wait and see. You gave me a well played. I don't even know if I played that well, bro. I appreciate that. I think I should have just logged instead of... No, the one elixir ability is pretty spammable, actually. I think that was okay. All right, so if we go Dark Goblin here and we kill the Valkyrie, that's a vibe. We go bats here, and then the Valkyrie's out of cycle, so I can go for a Goblin drill. He missed 2 of the bats, so this is really good for us. I think the bats are going to be able to pop off. I don't want a snowball because he... Did I mess up? I think I spent a lot of elixir. My Mighty Miner in the middle, then I don't have anything for the Giant. I want to activate King Tower, though. I'm going to do it. You guys might call me an idiot. I might be. We'll see how this works. I did spend 4 elixir and my best tank killer, so if he giants other side, we could have some problems. Fortunately, he doesn't. Maybe he giants with this. Okay, that's kind of what we expected. So he's got arrows, remember? Oh, he's got balloons, so I could lose this. He's got arrows, so he probably arrows as the guards. Nice, we make the prediction. We snowball this back, and then we Mighty Miner, and then we Mighty Miner ability. And then we see if we can stop it from getting the second hit. Okay, that was a terrible ability. I repent for my sins. I might actually lose this based off of him having arrows and then this type of deck that I wasn't ready for. So, well played to him. Credit where credit is due. I definitely did get finessed a little bit. But I think if I was better, I wouldn't have messed that up. We'll see if we can still find our way through. He's probably going to go in for a Valkyrie. If he doesn't, that... Wait, he's going to push the giant? Oh my god. No, I didn't play that well, dude. I got lucky. Bruh. I got so lucky. Don't gas me up right now. I don't deserve this. I don't deserve this win. This is the most undeserving win of my life, guys. Can we just... He thinks I'm good. I suck. I'm sorry. It's just... That was not intended. That was not intended, right? So if you're better than me, what happens here is you play a bit safer, and then you don't get screwed by a random balloon. What were the tells that he could have had of a balloon? Let's just think about this. So let's just treat this as a loss, what you should do if you want to get better at the game, right? This should have been a loss. I got lucky. I saw Musketeer. I saw Musketeer and Giant. I guess because he has Firecracker, it would not make sense for him to have Graveyard. I kind of thought it was Graveyard. But he shouldn't have Graveyard because he has Firecracker. I didn't vocalize that I thought he had Graveyard, but that's what I was thinking. My small, stupid brain was thinking that. And I thought activating King Tower would make me look really good, but it was not the play. All right, so yeah, here we go. He just balloons me here. He's got Valkyrie randomly in the deck, so that's also kind of unfortunate. Arrows were bad on his end, missed. So this is like where I overcommitted. And I recognized that I was down Elixir if I did this, but I did it anyway. And I told you guys, I think I said specifically, just having a mindset of like knowing when you're up and down Elixir. Like right now, I don't have my Mighty Miner in hand and I'm down 2 Elixir. And he's got Giant Balloon. I just thought he had Giant Graveyard and I had Guards in hand and I had Snowball and I had Logs. So I was like, okay, we're chilling because we activated King Tower. Maybe we're fine. The dude whips out a random balloon here with a Giant. Just savages me. At least I knew that if I dropped my guards there, I was going to get arrowed, so I didn't want to go for bats along with it. Just memorizing your opponent's card cycle is good, and then I'm bad because I didn't remember. Like, look at the stupid bomb. What was that? What was that, Jake? What does that do for me? Nothing, right? Maybe it baits out Elixir, actually. Does this? Baits out a Musketeer. Okay, the Musketeer was going to be dropped there anyway, right? Here's the game-winning play that was just not something I expected. Giant getting pulled back and then pushing my Giant Skeleton. His Giant won me the game. That was crazy. I was really, really lucky. So, deck is great, obviously, but definitely want to play a little bit safer when I'm down Elixir because that could have cost me to lose. 100% pro plays? Dude, 100% luck. That's what it is. Yo, Osvaldo, thank you for the $1. Appreciate that, man. And Dave says, good luck. Hey, Jake, good luck in the challenge. What do you... Okay, sorry, I read that already. I do reread things a lot, so if you guys don't know what I do or what I am, I do reread. Look at all these wins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 wins in a row. Feels pretty good. And 6 of them were in ladder. So we're popping off today. Let's go. Love watching this. Yeah, the 21 challenge is pretty fun at the start, and then it gets like it. You know, you're really gassed up to win. And then if you start to lose or like you redo it over and over again, it gets really drudgerous and not as fun. So highly recommend you guys to play this challenge if you want to get better and improve and learn a whole bunch of different things. Maybe your goal isn't to become a CRL like top player. You can still learn a lot from playing in this type of challenge, just like grinding it. All right, so the guards are going to be able to kill that. The guards are going to push in opposite lane aggression. He's going to P.E.K.K.A here. Oh, no, he has no Elixir. He just lost. That was an oopsie. You did an oopsie. No, I didn't play that well. You literally just overcommitted and dropped your entire Elixir bar. Okay. So that's the other thing about this type of deck. With Mighty Miner and Goblin Drill and Giant Skeleton, if your opponent doesn't play perfectly, you just kind of take their tower. It's a good thing to... That's part of the reason why I like it, is I'm not the best player in the world. And I know that a lot of people earlier in the challenge are also going to mess up as well. So, you know, you can just get a ton of value from them messing up. I wonder if he's going to give up. I think he should, but there's no reason for him to just give up because maybe he wants to try, and I guess not. The main thing for me is like you never really know if people are going to give up or not because maybe they're at their like 6 wins and they're trying to get all the rewards. So for me, I was like, oh, maybe he wants to get all these rewards, but I guess not. I guess he just wants to like reset and go on to the next one. Mentally resetting and leaving games, like I used to think it was like a quitter's mentality, but I kind of get it. Like I understand like why you would just leave if you don't want to play and you're like, hey, it's not going well for me. Are you living in the tribe house, dude? gamers and hygiene and being able to pick up after themselves, bro, from what I've seen, not from Tribe specifically, not speaking about Tribe specifically, but when I've seen gamer houses specifically from CRL with all of those gamers from every single house, not a single one of them picked up after each other. Most of the gamers didn't wear deodorant. It was just terrible, man. So I will never be in a team house with gamers. Never, 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 never. It's just something that I refuse to do. It's like the worst idea ever. Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it if you ever want to be in a good living environment. I'm also really clean. I like making sure that my house is like healthy and I feel healthy and good afterward. Like if stuff is laying around and you have like plates all over the place and there's like cheese out and stuff, like, you know, you can't really do that. Like, I don't know. Some of the gaming houses, I saw people take loaves of bread and just like leave it all over the countertop, and I'm just like, how do you even function? Like, what's wrong with you? That type of stuff scares me. I'm 8-1 so far. Well, good luck, man. Roast? Yeah. I mean, that's not all gamer houses. I don't want to make like a generic statement, but from what I've seen, I just don't want to deal with that. I also heard that from offline TV and other places where they're like, even like some of the bigger streamers, just how it is. Best of luck, Jake. You're rocking it. Keep up the good work. Love you lots. I love you so much, Sandy. I appreciate the heck out of you. Also, I guess we can flame myself a little bit, right? Let's do that as well while we're at it. I think a lot of people that are like super focused on one thing in life, or just super focused on excelling in one area, whether it's gaming, whether it's, you know, like coding or whatever you're doing in life, and you're super focused in it, you're kind of taking away time from other essential habits in life. Like maybe you don't know how to manage your finances. Maybe in my case, like I knew how to drive, but I haven't driven in a long time since I went to Boston. I just kind of just chilled for the last like 4 years, and I decided, hey, I'm just gonna take public transportation. I come to Seattle, I'm like having to drive again on the highway and stuff. Like, I know how to drive on the highway, but I completely forgot how to parallel park and other stuff. So my parking skills are freaking terrible. So it takes me forever to park, and it's pretty bad. Like, it's really embarrassing. My girlfriend's like, hey, I don't even know how to drive right now, and I park better than you. I'm like, yeah, you know, that's understandable. So I don't know. I just get scared because I like don't want to hit the other cars around me. So I just go super slow, and I'm like a freaking tadpole. Anyway, that's just one of those things that I guess like I'm just super bad at, and it's an essential life skill that I should have, right? But because I've spent so much time on other things, just kind of pushed it back and ignored it. Yeah, that's one thing that we've noticed a lot with gamers in general. All right, so I'm gonna go and pop the ability. Should be able to kill the spark. Oh, great, that was stupid. Good job, Jake. Congratulations, you played yourself. All right, do this. Here. Does he have a small spell to screw me or not? He does. He's got a big spell to screw me. That's even better. Thanks, buddy. Alright, so that E-Barb is going to ruin me. It's going to get a last hit. Oh, it didn't. Do I get lucky again? Yo, do I get lucky? Oh, no. I thought it was lucky. I got screwed. Okay, so I really wish that last E-Barb didn't get that hit, because I think I would have probably won the game. Maybe I'm wrong. Electro Wizard's coming down. That's interesting. Maybe we can do this. Alright, we're trying to do something crazy here. Because he's gonna go in for a graveyard, and I need to be able to defend this, and I don't think I can. Yeah, GG and all play to him. Now, whenever you lose games, like a lot of times, you just genuinely didn't play perfect. So that was one of those moments. I lost against a crazy deck. He had a random freeze in there, and he finessed me. GG and all play to him. Totally Youper rock hunting and watching the stream right now. Oh, dude, my dad. I was born in Michigan, actually. My family always said the Youper Upper Peninsula. That's kind of cool, man. It's dope to remember that. Grandma was a huge part of my life. Best respect. How do I play against you? I actually, so if you ever want to play against me in the future, guys, if anyone here wants to play against me, the number one thing that you can do. Oh, I missed your donut. Okay, I'll read it right after. I promise. I'm not that good at like paying attention to things. Admittedly, I'm not the best streamer in the world. Super sorry about that, and I will make sure that I read everyone's dono. But yeah. I said earlier. Yeah. So my grandma was like a huge part of my life and stuff, and yeah, she always called it like the Upper Peninsula. So I'm going to go bats here. If he clones, I'm screwed. So please don't clone because it pushes the giant skeleton into the tower and I can't stop it. I would have to log actually. Okay, so I didn't think about that. See, that's another thing. That a pro player would have just logged it and then not worried. But I'm not. I messed up. I messed it up. I didn't have like the mental preparation there. Better players always know what they want to do and what they can get away with. And knowing those type of interactions makes a huge difference. For me, I'd probably be able to get 20 wins if I practiced a lot. Well, I think so. Maybe you guys disagree. Maybe you don't think so. And that's okay. I think everyone, it's like pointless to argue about like if you can or can't. But the main thing is like I know that I would have to practice all these interactions and know all these things. So if I don't get 20 wins, it's because I don't know these interactions that I should probably know. All right, we're going to go Dark Goblin here and kill the Fly Machine, and then Giant Skeleton on our end will die. He's done a lot of damage. He's got Hog Rider, so Hog Rider isn't necessarily the best win condition for us to play against with our deck, because if you think about it, I have to go for a Goblin Drill or Guards plus Snowball on defense. Guards plus Snowball on defense work really well in a environment where they can't Earthquake, but when he can afford an Earthquake, I'm screwed. Why does he have Fly Machine with Giant Skeleton? This really looked like a different type of deck to me. Like, this did not look like a Hog Rider deck. Super interesting. Right, we're going to go and click the ability as quickly as we can. Do this. Looks like he's not playing extremely well, so that's good for us. I think I want to go in for Guards here and just eat the damage from the Hog Rider. If he goes the same side as me, that's okay. I'm going to be able to get easy bats down here and then go Goblin Drill. I don't think he's able to break through that. I think that the bats plus the Guards should be able to shut that down unless I'm super unlucky. I don't think I am. We can go in for Guards on the right-hand side and then stop. Okay, he's just going to go here. That's better for us to go log, I think, just to get the extra damage on top of the Zappies and extra damage on the Hog Rider as well. I think either one worked. See what we can do here. Fly Machine's coming down, so I'm going to go in for a Goblin Drill. And then, yeah, my Mighty Miner, I'm like kind of fumbling through and trying to find a way or the best way to use it. I hope that all of his cards walk into the bomb, or at least the Giant Skeleton doesn't counter push for him. That would be optimal. We'll go for a Hog Rider counter with the Guards, and then we have to Snowball to deny all damage. The Guards do not stop at all. At least he goes in for a lot of Elixir on the right-hand side and then has nothing to support the Giant Skeleton and the Zappies and all that stuff, so I can stack up 2 Giant Skeletons here. And it looks like that I'm kind of in a good position. I've finally figured out what we're doing. We're cruising through. We're getting some nice wins. And yeah, this should be a W, so I'll take the win, and we'll go to the next one. PG well played our opponent. I don't think his deck really made too much sense, but the Fly Machine and Zappies is like a cool card combination, and it kind of threw me for a loop. I thought he was going to have Clone, and he didn't, so worked out pretty well for us. All right, so let's read everything else. I'm super sorry. Blake Davis says, love the content. Are you a cat or dog person? All right, so personally, I like dogs a lot more right now because my girlfriend's allergic to cats. Is that the only answer I can give you guys? But in reality, I think we have ragdoll cats. My family does. They're extremely cute. I love them so much. And my dog doesn't like us as much as he likes my mom. Like, he'll follow my mom around, but the ragdoll cats, Fiji and Luna, they'll just cuddle up next to us, and they're amazing. So I like our cats personally a little bit more, but I think if a dog liked me and like didn't just follow around my mom or follow me when I had food, that was the only time, or like when he wanted to go to the bathroom, whatever, like obviously I'm gonna walk him and stuff and he'll lick me and he'll love me there. But like if there's a choice to go between my mom and me, no hesitation, runs towards my mom every time. So yeah. Do you know anything about India? I don't know that much about India, but I did watch I watched Hotel Mumbai. That was one of my favorite movies, and I know it was in India. So that was like one of my favorite movies. That was actually one of the best movies I've ever watched in my life. I think it is beautiful. Hotel Mumbai was really, really good. Also, I have a couple people that I work with closely that are from India, and they're some of the hardest working people I have ever met. So huge shout out to India. There's a lot of amazing people there. I also want to travel. I want to find out what new places are like. So yeah, you're my favorite YouTuber. Keep it up. Any tips for an eBarb deck at 5,200 trophies? Also go Sox. Yeah, Sox are awesome. I love Red Sox. I love just going to that environment and Fenway. It's super nice. So if you want a good eBarbs deck, type in SIRTAG CR and then eBarbs, and then find a deck that you like. I think that is the best thing. I think that the Night Witch one that I ran was really, really fun with eBarbs. I loved it. That's a deck that works really well at top 200. So it will work at any trophy count, and it's pretty safe. You might like that deck. If you don't, then you can find another one. All the decks that I showcase, the best ones are going to be the ones that have deck doesn't lose or something along those lines, like more of like a very over-the-top baity type of title and thumbnail, like saying that the deck is actually good. If I have a title that is like Mimi and says like 2.1 elixir, those decks kind of suck. They're just for fun. So when it's a very in-your-face type of title, those decks are actually very, very good. I've talked to professional players, and they're great decks. And my friends have recommended them to me, and I've gotten tips from the best players, and then I put it in my videos because obviously I don't want to just give tips from me. If I haven't played the deck at the highest level, I'm going to get tips from the better players that have actually played the deck, so I can give you guys really good feedback on how to play it. That's what I try to do in all of my videos, by the way, in case you guys didn't know. Anyway, get back to business. Let's just go and pop the ability and then see if we can put in... Okay, that was just stupid. I'm bad. I'm not going to sugarcoat that, all right? That's also another thing that we don't do here. We don't sugarcoat when we make terrible plays. All right, so we should be able to stop this. He doesn't have poison and cycle, so okay. Never mind. I lied. Oh my god. Stop. That was unnecessary roughness. There was a foul there on top of my Dark Goblin. I don't appreciate that. All right, cool. We can go for a reminder here. Dude, this is weird. Is it a balloon deck? You've got Valkyrie and Mega Knight in the same deck. You must really not like Goblin Drill, bro. What did a Goblin Drill do to you? Okay, we're just going to click the ability. Might as well, right? Get some extra elixir from our opponent. Boom, boom, bing, bing. I don't think that's going to get us any extra elixir, dudes. I think I suck. It was a nice thought, though. It was a nice gesture. The Mighty Miner beats out 5, but it's okay. So Electro Wizard does die. It gives him 1 hit. It's not a big deal. He's got Mega Knight, so I don't think he's Mega Knighting at the Wizard. Even if he does, I've got Goblin Drill to give him a little Hansel and Gretel gingerbread trail to the middle. Just going to do this, I think, and then... Should have dropped it a little bit further back, but no, that was sick. Wow, I timed that better than I thought I did. Hell yeah, that was really dope. The Mega Knight didn't jump on that somehow. I don't know how I did that. I don't want to even fib to you guys. I don't lie. That was lucky. that was so lucky. Oh man, we're getting some good interactions here. We got some bad interactions too with that earlier freeze game, but definitely getting very lucky in this game. Okay, so the guards are going to tank a little bit. I knew that would happen. I'm going to snowball here so then the Giant Skeleton doesn't die immediately. Resetting the Inferno Dragon is absolutely incredible. And then, man, what are we doing here? Can we pop off and win this? If I Mighty Miner? Okay, that was probably not a great play. Let's expect him to go Inferno Dragon, so we're going to pre-bats. The Valkyries instead. The Menace. Okay, so the Miner is going to do damage to me, but it's not going to do enough. Like, it is tickling me a little bit, alright? Okay, I should have clicked the ability, the 1 elixir bomb, I think. Does it matter, though? I don't think so. Wow. That was a lot easier than I thought. I guess Mega Knight sucks into Mighty Miner. That's one thing that we've learned. Mega Knight just dies. The buff worked in your favor! Yeah, dude. How do I donate on YouTube? I'm actually not sure, bro. I'm not the person to ask on that. If you want to help me out for free, you don't have to donate. The best way of doing that is just liking the video or subscribing to my main channel, which is SIRTAG CR. So a lot of you guys might not know who I am or what I do, but I put out high quality daily videos at 3 p.m. Eastern on this YouTube channel, SIRTAG CR on YouTube, the highest quality games and the highest quality decks that I could ever put out. So check that out if you guys haven't already. Yeah, you will not be disappointed in me there. Opinions on Attack on Titan, dude. I haven't watched the last season, so I can't give you a final thing. Because like, if you ask me about Game of Thrones, I'd be like, Game of Thrones is bussin'. That's like amazing. And then the last season just sucked. Like everything was rushed and it didn't make sense. The last battle you couldn't even see because there was so much darkness. Like, so I don't know, man. I got to see how it ends. So I don't want to give you a final review on something I don't know. You can't play this deck with level, or you can't play this game with level 12 cards above 5,200. You're wrong. You can definitely play this game. You just play classic challenges, bro. Like, classic challenges where it's at, because all cards are even leveled. And then on top of that, you're chilling because, oh no, Dark Goblin, don't die. You have a life. You have family. Don't do it. Don't leave your wife and kids. All right, cool. We're chilling. That was really lucky. I think the Dark Goblin will eventually die, but it might even get some hits on the tower in the process. Oh, that's 700 damage? Oh my gosh. My man got brutalized. So we know he's got Graveyard Freeze. The good thing about Freeze is the fact that when he freezes the tower, it's going to reset onto the graveyard. So if you have a tank like a Valkyrie, and you freeze my tower, then the skeletons are going to be the closest thing, so then it targets onto the skeletons. So it was easier for me to defend that. I don't know if anyone remembers that or knows that. I just recently figured that out. I mean, I knew that all along, but I didn't really actively think about it. Now I'm actively thinking about why I was able to defend that so easily and why the skeletons didn't swarm my tower there. So Graveyard Freeze is not necessarily the most reliable thing ever. So a log and a snowball kills, but do I want to? I think I just log, and then I try to use like a Dark Goblin here and snipe those archers. We'll see how well this works. I don't want the archers to be a huge pain in the butt. Okay, that Goblin Drill is going to kill the archer, but I don't know how good that was. Because now I have to Mighty Miner. The good thing about this is it's a very low elixir game. So he doesn't have an elixir for the graveyard immediately, so it seems pretty bad for him to graveyard right now, if he decides to or not. I'm going to use that, and I'm going to go for guards last second, and then he might freeze. Well, he's going to freeze, so I'm just going to Dark Goblin preemptively and then Snowball. Or actually, do I even need to? No, I don't. This guy is getting finessed. He's getting finessed by the Dark Goblin. It's just too juicy out here. Wow, this deck is so good. Again, this is not a deck recommendation. Play the decks you like. Play the decks you enjoy. Play the decks you vibe with. Is this a great deck? I think so. Am I even good with it? Not really. But, you know, we're having a good time. All right, so we're going to go guards. I can go in for Mighty Miner in the back. So what can we do? If I go for bats and the archers are out of cycle, this could be a huge pain in the butt. I'm always trying to keep the elixir low. Wow, great graveyard, dude. That was a stellar strategy. Never seen that before. Probably for good reason. Does it not kill the archer? It should. Double bomb, baby. I love the fact that this guy is just so committed to the cause of not taking any damage that he is just spending all of his elixir right now. Oh my god, you just took a million again. Alright, well bats here, after you archers, I want a snowball and, yeah, okay, we're good. Oh, okay. I guess he's gonna try to all-in me here, and I can just go for a Dark Goblin and have it go on the side that we want, and snowball here. Mighty Miner kills. You can't break through with the Giant Skeleton. Mighty Miner is so good against Giant Skeletons right now. It's nutty. I really love the synergy of this because it works well in the meta. If you play against Goblin Drill, you've got guards. You play against Sparky, you've got guards. You play against just like all the annoying decks in the game. Bridge Spam, Graveyard. Guards kind of put in work. Guards fully shut down the Goblin Drill as well, which is like half the meta. And then Mighty Miner is extremely good against Giant Skeletons, so... I think this deck just like works well in the meta. I think Jules was just so smart to create this. The thing is, guys, like I can make decks that are great meme decks that work well at like, you know, my trophy range, wherever I am. I guess like we'll see where we are right now. Yeah, like my skill level or whatever, 3,000, 2,000, 1,000 in the world, depending on what I'm doing. I can make great decks for this range wherever I am. Can I make a good deck reliably at top 200? No, it's just like I can't. I'm not good enough for that. So huge shout out to the people that do innovate and do create these type of decks because I'm so sick of seeing the same deck over and over and over again. It's really cool. All right. Why'd you start streaming so late? Because I'm in a different, I was going to say different country. I'm in a different state. So I'm in Seattle right now, Washington. Daddy. Yo, I don't know why I read that. Someone's going to flame me. Someone's going to be like, Daddy. Like, why would you say that out loud? All right, let's keep going. But you were good, not now, but the good old days. Oh yeah, yeah. And I was one of the best 5 players in the world back then, but that was a long time ago, bro. Like, you want to talk about the time when like Molt was on like whatever #1 in the world consistently? Yeah, like of course I was top 5 players back then, but like, bruh. Yeah. It was one of those things. Like when CMC and those guys were playing. That's how old it was, man. Like, yeah, I don't know. If you bring up like 15K era with Trainer Chris and those guys, I was a top 5 player 100%. But was anyone good even playing the game? Did people even know how to play the game then? No, not really. Just like, you know, it's not really that big of a deal. The skill level right now is so much higher. So the people right now, like this guy randomly, I don't even know who this is. He'd probably be a top 5 player too if he went back in time. I'm just guessing right now. I can't guarantee anything, but I think so. Your ability. Spring, don't do it. Okay, I'm just going to log because screw it. I don't want to deal with that. It's just never worth. It's never worth playing chicken with a Skeleton King. You're just going to get run over. Why'd the chicken cross the road? Well, you get run over and then you'll never find out. All right, so this guy is just going to go for Zappies. It's going to be a graveyard deck again. He's probably going to have Fireball Arrows, usually what they run. So I don't want to cycle too much here, I guess. No Skeleton King, so that's a bueno. That was stupid. Don't lose the Dark Goblin. Don't lose the Dark Goblin. Oh, he's got a mirror. That's not what I signed up for, bro. Please lose your entire tower. Okay, that sucks for me. Maybe I can... Okay, so we're trying to get him a low amount of elixir, so then the Skeleton King gets countered by bats. Full counter with bats. Full counter with bats, baby. Don't click your ability. Gift the nest. Let's go. Oh, this is Giant Skeleton Mother Witch. This is the deck RF got a 21 with. So this is a great deck. This is another deck that I was considering using. This guy definitely just stole it right off of the guy that got the 20 wins. It's a really good deck. Alright, we're in a Goblin Drill here because we've got guards counter pushing. I should have dropped it like right off to the side so then the guards could potentially lock. That was trash on my end. Just going to be 100% transparent. But even if you suck and you mess up, just Giant Skeleton and then maybe you'll be okay. I think that's a really bad mentality to how to play Clash Royale, but I want to be like very genuine with you guys. If you suck, maybe Giant Skeleton will save your butt. Which is really sad and also funny. Wait, the Dark Goblin's... Oh, I was going to say the Dark Goblin's not going to walk into it. I would have laughed. Are we gassed up right now, or are we not gassed up? I don't think we're gassed up. I don't think we're gassed up by this at all. We're not good. Like that. Don't think I have any issues. Oh, bats here. Skeleton Army after. No, you're gonna Skeleton King. Why do you keep doing that, bro? I guess he's really about the life of counter pushing. A man is super about the life of counter pushing. Alright, I'm gonna go guards here instead. I think it's worth. Skeleton King sometimes can lock onto your tower, so it's just a little bit more scary. I'm gonna do this. I think it's probably worth. Did he fireball this, or did he just go in? Yeah, he's gonna go in for that, and then he's gonna fireball after. Is the Mighty Miner gonna take? Jeez, dude, that almost took him. That took him to town. Okay, so he's gonna Skeleton Army here. I want to snowball it. He only has Skeleton Army. Okay, I suck. Never listen to me again, guys. I'm genuinely garbage. It was funny, but it was also very sad. Yeah, it was a sad moment in my life. Not a proud moment. Yeah, we win. I'm so talented, guys. That's why you're so good if you win the game. That's the thing, like, a lot of people think that, like, you're really good at the game if you win, and, you know, the best thing to do, like, take a step back, realize, like, when you mess up and you don't play well, just so many things that I could have improved. Could I have approved dual lane aggression when I wasn't breaking through? Yeah. Could I have known that snowball on top of a Skeleton King was probably the likely outcome? Yeah. Why did I snowball early instead of just waiting like 2 seconds after the Goblin Drill? Because the Goblin Drill spawns and it kills the Skeleton Army. So there's just like a lot of issues with that. why, like, I mostly won because he kept ramming stuff into a giant skeleton, and that obviously wasn't going to work. So I won from that perspective. But, you know, you just get better, you improve, you always figure out what you did wrong, and, you know, you'll get better as you go. So we're halfway there. We got to 10 wins with 1 loss. I think the loss I also could have won if I played better. Then we're going. We're going to see what happens. I keep going 12-0 and then 12-3. Any advice? Yeah, man, just look at your losses, look at your wins, see what you could have done better. I don't know what your specific deck is. I didn't look at your game, so I can't help you out from that, but you got to look at that type of stuff. With your life on the line, would you take on a Prime Molt or Chief Pat in a 1v1? It doesn't matter. Like, the difference in skill from now compared to then, it doesn't matter. That's just like, it's a huge difference. Like, even when I was a top 5 player, if I play against like a just average like top 200 player right now, I get stomped, man. Like, if you like, they know interactions that I don't like, or I didn't back then. So the game is just like a lot more figured out, you know? All right, let's keep going. Yeah, if you guys are wondering why I'm so chill today, I'm just kind of having a fun time. I recorded 2 videos already, and it's at the end of the night and just winding down, enjoying some Clash Royale and having fun with you guys. And that's what I try to do here. Like, no pressure, nothing about like me even expecting the 20 win. I'm just trying to have fun and seeing how far we can get and how this will go. So I'm just giving my best attempt, and we'll see what we can do. All right, we're playing against Bob Ross, apparently. Mr. Bob Ross. Oh man, he's just eating a million. Okay, so this scares me. Like, I'm doing well. Like, I'm actually winning the game because he just ate that, but it scares me. You shouldn't do that. I don't know what your deck is, but it's probably something very scary. Oh, he's going to graveyard me in like 2 seconds. Oh, no, never mind. This is fine. This is actually okay. I don't have an amazing matchup into a Royal Giant deck, but... Okay, never mind. It's not okay. It was until it wasn't. It's a Night Witch, too. What are those? Okay, so you just use your arrows. Let's hope that you don't have another zap or something. You're probably going to, because that's what... When you want something not to happen, it always happens, by the way. Oh, why am I snowballing? I'm an absolute bot. Guys, can we just not talk about how I snowballed nothing there? Imagine if I had 2 more elixir. The world is my oyster. The possibilities would be endless. I could afford a mighty miner now. I'm so bad sometimes, guys. You guys know the deal. Alright, so I think we got to go guards. And I should have cycled them along the line so then the baby dragon doesn't hit them all at once. So then it would have taken multiple targets. So you want to drop your guards early and then have it like split up so then the baby dragon doesn't hit everything. The reason why I didn't cycle my mighty miner is because I would have lost to the Royal Giant. So it's just really, really important to make concessions when you suck and you mess up. Except, hey, I have to take damage because, you know, I didn't play that perfectly. And what I meant was like having the guards or the skeletons go along this line so it takes 2 baby dragon hits. Really, really important. If you're better at the game, if you're better than me, you would hit that immediately. You would have the prepared mindset to just do that immediately and unleash it. And, you know, you wouldn't have any problems. But that's not me. Alright, we're going to try to go Goblin Drill here just to deny all damage. I hope it works. That literally pushed it away, yet it still didn't. That doesn't make sense, Clash Royale. You guys saw the Royal Giant out of range, that it still shot. It was really weird. Alright. This is bad, because the bats are going to get retargeted. Oh. I wish I had Tornado. I would pay a lot of elixir for a Tornado right now. Okay, we'll see what we can do. I'm probably going to lose this one. Especially... Okay. Yeah, no, I definitely lose this one. What a weird deck. Well played on his end. Not something I was expecting. Unfortunately, our homie ended up having a Royal Giant deck that just did not make too much sense to me. And I definitely did mess this up. Unless we get some very nice luck, I should lose. And I will not get the luck. I'm going to go guards at the river with Dark Goblin. He should lightning me, so... Oh my god. That was actually way closer than I thought. Wow. Wow. Your transparency and bluntness makes me laugh. You're the realest person on the platform. Over sugarcoating something times makes my skin crawl. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I try to be super real when I'm streaming and I'm talking to you guys, just because I think that's like the best way of doing stuff. I don't know. That's how I want to be as a person. Whenever I'm talking to you guys, that's kind of how I want to be on this channel. And you guys get to ask me whatever questions you want about it, to know about my life, my main channel, whatever. I always want to answer those type of questions for you guys. Respect to you. You're the best YouTuber. Thanks, man. Appreciate that a lot. 22. Yeah, I mean, I messed up those 2 games, right? Like, you can see how brutal it can be to like lose just 1 game. It puts you in a spot where you're like, oh man, if only I did one thing better. And that's what I'm talking about. Like memorizing interactions, knowing everything. Oh, it's so clean to be able to know exactly what you're doing and never make misplays. In a 12 win Grand Challenge, I'd probably get it right now, but you know, this is a 20 win, so I have to really clutch up for the next 10 wins. Galadon, Pompeo, Monster D, who are they? Where are they? Monster D is huge now. I don't know what Phone Cats and Galadon are doing, and I know Pompeo is still playing Clash Royale. Sorry for not answering that earlier, by the way. Alright, so we're going to use the bomb because I think it's worth only 1 elixir. I didn't want to give him bats because I didn't know if he was going to go in for arrows or something. So it wasn't worth it in that particular moment. The bats should go back and finish off the zappies. So I'm not losing the game so far yet, but I am not in a great spot. I think I'm losing the game. I think I'm losing the game right now, but it's not over. Like, I will get a lot of damage because he doesn't have any elixir and he has to go Royal Hogs right now. So I'll take that trade and I can snowball on all this. All right, so that was what I was hoping for. Because if you thought about it, his best answer from a cheap elixir perspective is going to either be Zappies or Barb Barrel. So he had neither. So he went for Royal Hogs instead. Okay, that's interesting. I think he's playing this a bit too aggressive. We'll see, though. If he's able to... Okay, this is just really bad gameplay on his end. He's going to take tower. So it's good for him. But at the same time, he's down a lot after that. So... I can go in for a Goblin Drill and then Bats here and play super aggressive because he just used Fireball. But I don't think he's able to stop this very easily. If he Barb Barrels, then maybe he is. Maybe I'll have to shut up and just take the damage. But I thought I was going to get a lot more on that side too. The good thing about it is the Zappies don't counter push in the lane that he wants to get all of his damage in. So I can slow roll a Giant Skeleton. I can go Goblin Drill. I can likely be in an advantageous position where he's not going to 3-crown me. Fingers crossed, maybe it will work out in his favor, but I'm just hoping and praying that we play our best Clash Royale and walk away with a win here. Alright, so we can go Goblin Drill and then follow up with a Dark Goblin maybe, or going for Bats. Okay, so the Giant Skeleton is going to be hopefully able to find its way through. The Barb Drill comes down. Goblins don't do enough damage. We definitely want to go other side here if possible, just to force out extra elixir and then keep that alive too, so then I can continue to spam. I want to drop all my cheap elixir cost cards, and I want to snowball here. If that Goblin Drill doesn't do enough, I'm probably going to lose, so fortunately for us it does, and now his other tower's in shambles, so worked out really, really well for me. As you can see, the recruits are a limited amount of HP, so he's going to probably go for Royal Hogs here in the middle if he's playing this terribly. We'll see. Alright, he didn't drop them in the middle, unfortunately. I was really hoping he would. Okay, now he's going to Fireball and do some like really weird shenanigans. It's not going to get much damage because he's going right into all of our stuff. Fireball actually did more than I thought, but it is what it is. Alright, so we can do like this, 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 and then just keep going and see how this works. That should lock immediately onto the tower, and I think I win the game. So, unless... Okay, that didn't do enough, because he had Zappies to reset. Ooh. So we have to log this, probably. He's going to Fireball, so now he can't. Okay, we're fine. I'm going to Dark Goblin here, so he can't take my 3. Even if he Fly Machines, I've got Snowball, so it's not like the worst thing in the world. I also have Guards here as well. I'm going to Snowball with the Guards. And then I'm going to try to get away with Bats on the other side, and that should be game. Alright, so I played a lot better than that guy in that particular game. I don't agree. Like, he's played one of my main decks, right? So I know how to play his deck pretty well. I hardcore disagree with the double Royal Hogs there, and then abandoning your right-hand tower and taking 2,000 damage. So that was a huge overextension for him. I'm glad he got punished for that. I wish I played better against the Bob thing, or the Bob player. He genuinely deserved that win. So far, like, I'm going to be real with you. Both of the losses that I had were really close, and I could have won if I played better. My opponents deserve both of those wins. So there's nothing you can do but, like, learn from your losses and play better. And you guys might be like, oh, that's really cheesy, corny, BS. Like, you're just saying that. But realistically, like, if a better player than me was playing in that particular matchup, they would have won. That's just how it is. And if you lose and you think like the matchup is tough or it's really close and it was BS, just always consider that. Oh, sound check. Yeah. Sorry about that. Sorry about the sound. Stream audio is okay, you guys. Oh yeah. My bad about the audio. I just turned it off for a sec, so we're chilling. Love the content and everything you do 1v1. I'm not doing 1v1s on this stream. Not doing 1v1s on this stream. But in the future, if you drop a follow and you subscribe to the channel, I will be doing 1v1s in the future. All right. Not gonna lie, you look sleep deprived. Just wondering how you're getting along. Thanks for caring about me. I have genetic under eye circles, so I will always have under eye circles. Just how it looks, especially with the lighting. The lighting does not do me any justice, but it is what it is. You should sleep. No, I sleep 8 hours at least every day. I just have genetic sleep under eye circles, so you guys don't have to worry about that. I really appreciate you guys caring. What are you drinking? I'm just drinking water. All right, let's keep going. Just arrived. They're going for the games today. Oh yeah, we're chilling. The pain of under eye circles. Yeah, the pain of under eye circles sucks for sure. It's pretty bad as a streamer to either have under eye circles, acne, or anything, because then you have a billion people commenting on it and just being like, oh, like you look ugly or whatever, or just like, you know, insults from that perspective. Not saying you guys did that, but there are a lot of people that do that type of stuff. I think the two hardest things is like either having some appearance thing that like people comment about if you're insecure about it, and then the other thing I think is just like, I don't know, like I think being a girl is really tough, like because a lot of people flame girls just for being girls sometimes on the internet, because a lot of times it's easier to get views because a lot of people like want to watch girls, but at the same time at this like the quality of viewer that you get are like some of them are very toxic, so it's way harder to be a girl on the internet. So, I don't know. I'm glad that I'm a guy, that I'm streaming and as a guy. Okay, I'm going to snowball this, and then we shouldn't take any... Holy heck, that was not good. That dude almost finessed me. Alright. That was bad. And by the quality of viewer, I mean not all quality of viewer, just like sometimes you'll get someone that's like really toxic about it. I remember like Nicole streaming and then getting some like really bad people that were like borderline stalkerish. So that was always weird. That was a clincher. Yeah, dude, that was not fun. I mean, I need to focus up a little bit because I forgot that we're on our last life. Let's at least try to get 12 wins here without throwing. All right. All right, you guys feel me here? Also, I forgot what his deck is, so that's not good. That's always a bad sign. Usually I can do that and screw around on ladder games, but I can't necessarily do that here because I don't have a reset button, you know? Does that go right towards the bomb tower again, or does it go towards the tower? No, it goes towards the tower, but it doesn't give me anything. I don't know. Get that. He's actually giving me a lot of respect. I appreciate that. I'm not playing this well, though. Maybe that... that locked onto the tower, and it's not hitting the goblin! Oh my god. I'm leaking 1,000,000 elixir. I always feel so stupid when that happens. Anyway, we'll see what we can do. Let's not leak 1,000,000 elixir, guys. Let's see if that's an okay strategy. Do I have? Can you stop having arrows in your deck, please? Just for 1 second. My life will get so much easier. Oh, he dropped it into the bomb! Hell yeah! Okay, my goblin drill does more damage than your stuff, so there's that. He's giving me the well played, bro. I don't think I deserve it. Thanks, though. Thanks, though, homie. Alright, we're going to try to just finesse your miner with the big miner. Show him what the real miner is made of. I love the fact that he's dropping his stuff so late, so that's great. Can you stop that? Like, please. At least every time he arrows us, we can go for guards. Played this so well. He's played better than me so far, I think. Alright, goblins are still locking onto the tower somehow. Making sure that he can't cross the river so then he doesn't get extra value. Dude, that didn't die. That was like the slowest motion wall breaker I've ever seen in my freaking life. I don't know if you guys saw that as well. I don't know if I was just living in that world. Wait. The goblins might spawn. Because I have a champion. Hypothetically. Okay, so because I had a champion, I almost was able to win that, but as you can see, it's like... It's unfortunate. The guy had a bomb tower. If he didn't have bomb tower, I would have won that game. GG and well played to him. I needed to play more aggressive in single elixir. I didn't make that happen. The arrows on top of my Dark Goblin really nullified my capabilities in double elixir. I didn't have any way of stopping his miners. He really played better than me in double elixir mark. Or he didn't play better than me in double elixir mark. I let a wall breaker connect to me that I thought was going to die. I pushed it away with a snowball, but it didn't work. That was a really, really, really tough matchup in the late game. And if I was better, was it in my favor? Definitely not. I would have won it if I played better in single elixir and knew what I was playing against. It's just one of those things that you learn, you play better, and you go to the next one. That was so tough. 11-3 is predicted. You actually predicted me to lose at 11-3. Well, you got it right, man. I did not win that one. All right, so I think we'll do a couple more, and we'll keep playing. But yeah, that was definitely an interesting experience for sure. All right, so we're going to play a different deck that I played today. It was very, very easy. And we'll be switching it up. I think this deck is great. I just want to get a couple faster wins and see if we can get it a little bit higher than that. PB this year? PB, my personal best is 7,400 trophies. So, or it's over 7,400, or closer to 7,500. I don't know. I don't know where it is, but it's over 7,400. Hopefully I hit my PB this season. We'll see. This challenge is unlimited attempts. It might be unlimited attempts for Past Royale. I just want to show a couple other decks that I have played before. I might not play this entire challenge out. We'll see. But I'm considering it. I might play it for another 30 minutes and just see how far we can get. What is the best cannon cart deck? You can type in SIRTAG and then cannon cart or whatever deck you like, and then type it on in YouTube, and then one of those decks should come up. You want some tips? No thanks. I just want to play the challenge myself and have fun and see where we can go. All right, what do we do? Do we go in for giant skeleton here? Probably, right? And then tornado everything. So this tornado is really nice. Being able to pull almost all of the piggies. And then stopping the golden knight from getting any value. So the good thing about this is, like, we've already activated King Tower. We know that he likely ends up having a spell here. So it's not good for me to go in for the skeleton barrel because he could barb barrel. Okay. Yeah, he does barb barrel. I'm expecting. All right, so I'm going to go cannon cart because it's just a little bit better than dropping the barbarians, I think. Maybe not. If it dies, okay, I should drop barbs. But then it could have given him a Mother Witch. I don't know what his deck is, honestly. We saw barb barrel cycled, so I can do this and then go in for barbarians afterward. Kind of want to go in the same side as him if possible. That would be optimal. So we saw barb barrel, so it's likely going to be the fireball version. Could have it could have barb barrel and arrows. So I'm just going to go giant skeleton and watch as you click your ability, hopefully. Really? My giant skeleton is up the river, man. That's crazy. All right, well, that shouldn't surprise me anymore, but it does still. It's always, like, not something you want to see. All right, we're going to clone this. He's going to fireball. It's okay. He's not fireballing. That's a mess up for sure. And then you're going to give us nice value with the skeleton barrel as well. Beautiful. Because the fly machine's going to get tanked for now, and then my arrow would okay. That was so dope. Because the fly machine died to the skeleton barrel popping. So he's got arrows and barb barrel in this matchup. So this should be, like, a lot harder instead of having the fireball thing, I think. But arrows are out of cycle, so I can just do this. And then even if you go bing bing, you're going to lose your golden knight and all your stuff. Like, it's not, like, the best investment for you. And because I activated King Tower, I can ignore that and then just win. So this is one of the decks that I use for, like, ladder pushing. Just really quick ladder pushing. I don't know. It's just a super safe and fun deck to play. One of my favorite decks to climb up quickly on ladder with. I'm just going to be playing this a little bit because it's a comfort deck. Actually, a scam with that Goldenite? Yeah, dude. It feels like such a scam sometimes. Does anyone know if top ladder is played with win trading? Not really. Not really. Because people get banned now. Hey, bro, I want to say that you're the first person I watch when eating at lunch, breakfast, or dinner. I love watching you and your energy and how you keep and how you do things. Keep doing whatever you're doing. Thank you, brother. I really do appreciate that a lot. GG's for your first attempt. Thanks, man. I tried my absolute hardest. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to say, hey, like, I didn't try my hardest, because I did, and I ended up losing. I could have played better in single elixir in the last game, and in the other ones, I think I just wasn't as focused and could have played a lot better throughout there, too. And it's good to, like, have those type of losses and that type of mentality, because that's how you improve. At least for me, when I was, like, focusing on being, like, I was going to say procus, but I was focusing on being a pro player, back when I was pro, I just, like, really dialed into every single loss and finding out why did I lose. Because for the most part, you do deserve to lose most of the games. Even if it's, like, a bad matchup, like the last one, it was definitely a bad matchup because the guy had arrows and other stuff, a bomb tower. It was still, like, you know, one of those things that I could have improved and gotten better. Okay, so that should be able to kill the Archer Queen, and then maybe the cannon cart locks on the tower. Yeah, it was really well played on our end. Let's go. So I figured even if the giant skeleton killed the cannon cart would like die, and it would be in range of the tower. So that was my game plan. Also, Mighty Miner is just such a fun card to play. I never really played it that much until today, and I realized, like, it's just a great card. Like, it is the best champion in my opinion now. I think from a control-esque standpoint, like the fact that you get so much value from it is nice. Goldenite definitely with E-Giant before was just extremely unfair, but I think that's changed. Also, baiting out the cannon and a fire spirit, so he's completely overcommitted. So you can tell if someone knows their interactions or not. You saw him defend, right? He defended the skeleton barrel, but he dropped a fire spirit and he dropped a cannon. So that's 4 elixir. The cannon is what you need to be able to pull all my stuff to the side. And the fire spirit is another card that's splash damage. So you're wasting 1 extra elixir that you should not be spending. So as you can see, like, I think I'm probably going to win this because I know my interactions better than him. I will likely get better elixir trades. He'll fall apart eventually and just make a misplay and lose. If we lose 3 games, do we continue or where it was, or we start over? Oh, you start over from scratch. I lost 3 games at 11 wins, and then, you know, we're starting over again. I might not finish this one today, but I might keep this for later and then stream it again later for you guys. I don't know if you guys would want to see me try, like, multiple times on the 20-win challenge and maybe see me try again tomorrow or something, or save it halfway and then have a progress and do a second stream for it. You guys can let me know. You guys definitely let me know if that's something that you guys are interested in, or if you'd rather just see me stream a little bit longer now and then not in the future. I don't know. Keep trying. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, if I have free time, I'm down to. I think the scariest thing for me was, like, I was starting to feel a little bit worse. So I was like, oh man, I definitely want to be able to stream this challenge because I know people definitely want to see me play it. So that was one of those things that I'm glad that I'm at least able to stream it for you guys. I'll go cannon cart here. Clone afterward, and then I don't think the Archer Queen is going to give him that much value. It should die. Forcing out a log too, so he's overspending a lot. This is pretty annoying that he didn't fireball that. I'm triggered. Alright, so what is his, like, is he just Royal Hogs? Like, I forget what his deck is. I'm so confused. He hasn't done anything. Logs out of cycle, so he can't fireball plus... Oh, it's Goblin Drill. I forgot. So yeah, he does have fireball no drill. So I have to fire... Yeah, this is really bad. Nothing to say. It's free fireball. But he doesn't fire... Oh, he doesn't fireball everything. Okay. So now we can do this, and then... Really late game, so I can really get a ton of value. This should be game. This should be over, because he loses the cannon, and then all my stuff just pops near the tower, so that's game. That took a lot longer than usual. Let's go to the next one. Do you have a girlfriend? Yeah, I do. Somehow a mobile gaming athlete has a girlfriend. I can't believe it. Mighty Miner deck, please? I can switch back. You should use all the different decks? Yeah, I can show you guys some decks that you might like, or you guys might, if you're really comfortable with them, play them. But, yeah, I mean, these are decks that I'm comfortable with, so I'm just playing them right now. I'm only playing decks that I really like. You say some words of encouragement. I've been losing a lot lately, and my highest score is a 5. Okay, so if I'm going to be honest with you, your highest score is a 5. You shouldn't really be worrying about trying to win the challenge overall. Just try to have fun and always try to like improve, you know? Because it's not easy to win this challenge. It takes a ton of time and effort. You have to know your interactions extremely well. So if you are able to win this challenge, credit where credit is due, like that is awesome for you. But for the most part, just like look at your losses, look and see how you can improve, and you will get better over time. My best words of encouragement for you and anyone watching, if you guys are losing, is you're going to get better. If you're focused on getting better and you want to win more Clash Royale games, that's all it takes. It's just like the mindset of wanting to improve. And eventually, if you continue to play the same deck and looking at your mistakes, and then, you know, you correct your mistakes for the future through trial and error, you're going to get so much better at this game and you will see real results. If you're just trying to will yourself to win, that doesn't necessarily work extremely well. Like, you need a little bit more than just a will. You need to practice a lot, and then it will probably be a much better result for you. Alright, so we're going to go in for a skeleton barrel here and eat the bandit, because I think he didn't play that very well. See if we can punish him for that. He's got a mirror barbaril, really unfortunate for me. Terrible heal spirit. This is going pretty well, actually. Because I have activated King Tower, I'm at an okay spot. He's got 3 Musketeers, obviously, and I don't have a big spell. So you guys might be like, oh, I hate 3 Musketeers when I don't have a big spell. Unwinnable, overpowered, unfair. And, you know, it's a bad matchup for sure. But it's winnable, you know, and I'm not going to complain about it. I'm just going to see if I can focus up and try my hardest. See what happens. We can fly machine here, and then when he goes in for 3 Musketeers, we just pull them into the bomb, and I'm not going to care too much. Actually, I'm not going to. I think there's a... Yeah, I do need to, actually. I lied to you guys. I needed to. Didn't want to, but I did need to. Okay, so I need a Zappies here as well, so we can finish that off, and then... I hate this. This might actually lose me the game, the Golden Knight. Yep, I lose. Alright, so it's pretty strong when that happens. A bit annoying, for sure. Okay, wait. 20 seconds remaining. I think I'm still gonna lose. Yeah. Dude, like, stuff like this does happen sometimes. If I had played a little bit better and I didn't take that damage early on, I guess, I would have won this one. It's so insane to think about. Like, just the Golden Knight dashing onto my tower. Ugh. Because the heal spirit came down, I couldn't drop things in front of it at the river because it would have healed up the 2 Musketeers at 0 HP. There wasn't anything I could have done in that specific situation. It is what it is. Those type of losses definitely feel pretty bad. There's no doubt about it. Like, you look at that and you're like, no, why did that thing happen to me? But it is what it is. We go to the next one. Still a well-played match. Thanks, man. He finally lost? Yeah, that was unfortunate. He actually played that pretty well with the Golden Knight ability, whether he knew it or not. It's the heal spirit and all the spam at the river at that exact moment made sure I couldn't drop anything on top of it. So that was very tough for me. Okay, so it looks like we're playing against Giant Graveyard right when we switch to Mortar Bait. So this is a very tough matchup, probably one of the toughest ones in the game. If he snowballs on top of the Skeleton Army, it's kind of to be expected. Nice. Like, I know their decks. I know what their plays are, so hopefully we can pull this one out. I expect him to go in for Bats or Skeleton Army. If he goes Dark Prince, this is actually quite good for me. He's not going to be able to full counter this as much as he wants to. He's going to have the Skeleton Army, and then maybe we can use arrows here on top of his Bats, and then Dark Prince and other stuff, and hopefully be able to kill the Dark Prince at least. Alright, so that's not a great start. Like, obviously, still, like, I don't have to respond to the Dark Prince, but this is probably the toughest matchup for this deck in the game. So this is a deck I'm also very comfortable with. Maybe we can win this hard counter after the last one. we'll see if we can go 1 for 2 in these type of matchups. Alright, so he's got arrows in cycle, and he'll probably have a tendency of arrowing on top of the Skeleton Army. He hasn't seen that I have Minion Horde yet. See what we can do. I really don't like how that played out. Gonna click the ability right into Bats. Okay, so I got tilted there. I messed this up. So this is a game that you have to play really well. If you do mess up and you play against a hard counter, you're going to lose. So this is like the perfect example of like, oh, you lose because of hard counter. No, I could have actually won this if I played better. We'll see if we can still make it happen. All right, we'll go in for a can cart in the back. Dark Prince comes down. Yeah, I guess I'm going to go for a mortar here as well. What do we do? Graveyard's definitely going to hit me. He's going to go in for an ability. Or he's going to go for arrows. I need to go for my own arrows. Then I want to click my own ability. And then I want the tower to retarget on the graveyard skeletons, but they're not. Because the giant didn't die fast enough. So the mortar, I think, was aggressive. And I should have tried to get value with the minion horde. And I didn't. He's going to have skeleton army counter with arrows back in hand or Dark Prince. I can't afford the Skeleton King fast enough to get the souls down. He goes arrows. At least we're able to collect all of the souls from that, but pretty tough time for me. At least the arrows are out of cycle, so maybe we can get some value here. Snowball comes. Oh my god! Did you guys see that? I was trying to click the ability, but it dropped the miner. That's so sad. I don't know if that's ever happened to you guys, where you're like trying to frantically click the ability, and it drops the miner because the ability gets removed. You guys let me know if that's ever happened. LOL. Yeah. It is what it is. All right. We keep going. Tag used to be better in the day. I think you lost your touch and life got in the way. I could see you're not happy playing this anymore. GG. Yeah. So if you ever have questions like, well, that's not even a question. You're assuming and you're putting yourself in my situation. That's like a really bad way of interacting as a human being. It's like saying, wow, you're really like unhappy in life and I know exactly how you are and how you feel. It's like really, really screwed up, Chris. And hopefully you understand socially that that is a messed up way of thinking. I really rarely respond to stuff like that, but that is definitely messed up, bro. Whenever I lose games, sometimes I'll get tilted or I'll play poorly. It is what it is. But yeah, I just want to make sure, like, I guess the reason I read that is just because I want to make sure, like, in the future, sometimes people project or feel that they think that they know how other people feel. And it's just really messed up. So don't do that. Chris, that's messed up. Yeah, no, that's really screwed up. It's like, I don't know. Here's an example. I can read your mind and I know exactly what numbers you are thinking in your brain. That's just BS, right? Like, damn, that's crazy. So yeah, you have to be like either like some savant that's from a different planet, or you just have to be like really out of touch of reality to say that. I love how you respond to comments you say. You put them in their place respectfully. Yeah, no, that's how I try to be, because I feel like if you just let those comments kind of go, it's generally better. But if you're not tilted by the comments and you can mentally read them and just respond to them in a good way, that's the best way of doing it. If you're a streamer that can't respond to those comments, because obviously it's really not easy to respond to comments when you lose games and maybe you're frustrated after you lose, then just don't respond to them, because generally, like, those comments are people trying to troll you. Sometimes people are just like socially inept or socially awkward and they don't know anything, don't know any better, and they just like say something really rude. It's just one of those things. It's either a troll or it's someone socially inept. If it's socially inept, then I try to, like, be like, hey, it's definitely not easy to always like be on the internet and interact with other people. And maybe with 2020 and all the crazy events here, you've kind of just been locked up and socially distancing from others, and maybe you don't know any better. That's kind of what I give the benefit of the doubt when someone says something really rude. And I try to like be like, hey, maybe they just don't know any better, and that's the best way of doing it. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm glad you're able to talk about the comments like that and don't affect you. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, bro, like, I gotta be real with you, dude. Those affected me for the longest period of time. Like, it was so hard to read those comments if you have a weak mental, or if you're like frustrated when you lose, or if you're like, when you actually lose games and a streamer isn't used to losing games, or isn't used to like not having a good time, or not, like, I don't really know how to explain it, but like, if you're used to winning all the time, or you're not used to losing, or don't have the expectation of losing on stream, and then you're frustrated and then someone says something that'll frustrate you more, like, it's going to be so tough for you as a streamer. Like, you will not make it. So for me, I finally learned that. It took me a couple years, and then it just didn't affect me anymore. But it's also really bad. Like, you don't want to be at the point where I am, where like someone can say like a death threat or like something really mean to me, and I'm just kind of a nerd to it. Like, I think it's definitely a bad it's a really bad place to be because you kind of like expect like the worst from like comments sometimes. It is what it is. That's kind of like, I think if you like look at Powerbang and other people, they never even they don't even bat an eye to negativity. It's like, wow, like you've definitely dealt with the internet for a while. Take a break? Nah, dude, I'm chilling. I'm having a good time here. We're just playing some different decks, and we're just playing some 20-win challenge with you guys. I also just talk for a long period of time about certain things over and over again. All right, let's keep going. She's a menace joining the emoji squad. I love you. I hope you're having an amazing time, and thank you for being here. Maybe you're losing because you hyper-focus on those I don't actually hyper-focus on the comments. I just talk a lot. I don't know if you realize that, but a lot of times whenever I ramble, I keep talking about the same thing. If you ever wondered why I cut out some games in YouTube videos, is when there are wins, I sometimes rattle on about an interaction that was really good for me. I'm just like, Jake, no one wants to hear an interaction that was really good for you for like 30 seconds. Because I would click off a video if I was talking about it for 30 seconds, to be honest. And I realized that was probably not a good play. So, yeah. I'm just, that's my personality. That's just how it is. Let's go. I don't think, nah, dude, I think he did. Like usually when those type of things happen, it usually is like that. I think you're having a blast playing Clash Royale. Damn, dude, let's go. That's what I like to hear. Thanks for the good vibes, brother. The other thing I've always tried to do in life as well is like, actually, let's take an example real quick. I guess like in 2016, 2015, me, like I was around a lot of friends that were like super toxic. In my friend group with me as well, we were all kind of the same. We were all just like kind of roasting each other with tennis and other stuff in life. It definitely wasn't a good place to be in. When like sometimes people would take it a little bit too far, and then like one of us would not like feel super good about it. And now like fast forward to like 2022, I'm in like a way more supportive like friend group, and I'm like a lot happier in life. So I always try to be around people that like say nice things or build me up more so than like tear me down from that perspective. Even if it's in a fun or okay way, sometimes it can get out of hand and be a little bit too edgy. That's one thing that I've always tried to change, I guess. I guess that's another thing, like I don't know. I don't really know where I was going with that. But I guess I was going for like comments and stuff. Because I definitely was way more, I guess for me, like I'm not gonna pretend like I wasn't toxic. I've definitely been toxic in my life before. I've like, I don't know. It's just one of those things that it was kind of bad for sure. Get the 20 wins. Love you, man. Love you too, Alex. I also appreciate you being here, brother. Thanks for the good vibes and thanks for the support. I never knew you talked a lot. Laughs and sarcasm. Oh yeah, dude. Screw me. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry I talk so much. How's Seattle? The weather's been pretty warm down there. Yeah, it's been really good. The crappy thing is there's no air conditioning, bro. So like I'm just kind of chilling here without AC. So I'm not really chilling if you see what I mean. You rock. Thanks, brother. I really appreciate that. It's like, I don't know. I really like seeing nice comments like that. It's so cool to see people like enjoying the videos or like commenting either on my live streams or on my YouTube videos on my main channel. And it's like genuinely a highlight of my day. It really is. All right. We keep going. Let's keep grinding. You're so good at this game. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't think I'm great, but I definitely am a top 1,000 player, and I'm ranked 3,000 in the world right now. So that's good for you. I'm happy. I'm happy that you think so. The main thing for me is like I just try to have fun at this point. I was a pro player before, so I don't really ever want to try to do that again. Just based off of like the amount of time it takes it's not healthy. It's not healthy to play as many hours as I did before. Seen you since years. Big fan from India. Hey, thanks, dude. Much love from Seattle, Seattle, United States. You're the #1 clasher in my heart. Let's freaking go, dude. Love to see it. All right, so I'm gonna focus up for the rest of the game. I'll be responding to stuff after because I have not focused, and I think this match is pretty good for me. So let's try not to lose it. All right, so I've just been playing on autopilot the entire game. I'm not gonna lie. I think I can go in for a goblin drill and then snowball kills the dark goblin. That's an interaction. If you guys didn't know, you want to damage it down with that. Gives you a lot of value. He's got an interesting version of this deck. Kind of wanted to log, but definitely want to save the log here. Oh, that was great on his end. He actually got damaged. That's unfortunate. Alright, Giant Skeleton stops. Guard stop. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't have Rocket in this deck, so it'll be a bit more different from that perspective. So we want to go for 2 Giant Skeletons, I think. He's got Rocket with Mirror. Okay, I could actually lose this game. No! That walked into the log! What? It was... Oh, he wasn't trying to hit my tap. Okay, I'm stupid. I'm gonna lose. No! Guys, I didn't think he had Rocket, so I was like kind of screwing around. No! I lose because he has Rocket. Unless we get really lucky and then the goblins put in mad work. Alright. No more screwing around. I didn't... So usually when they have Mirror in this deck, they don't have Rocket. Like 90% of the time that I've played against it, it's always like a fast cycle. No shot. Yeah, dude, no shot here either. Yeah, love you, bro. Have a killer rest of the stream. Glad you never waver in the face of folks being trolly. Going to watch till I fall asleep. Hopefully, I'll have a sweet kayaking picks tomorrow. Much love, says M Singer. Dude, thank you for the $50, man. You're a freaking legend. Holy, you're a freaking legend. That's insane. The $50 gave us the best of luck. You guys already know. You should come down to Texas. Haha, says Night Master. Dude, so Texas is actually like a place that I kind of want to be because Tribe is there. There's a lot of people there that I like. And you get AC everywhere. In Seattle, they don't have AC because most apartments only need it for 2 months because it is only hot for the summer, the 2 months during the summer. So a lot of places just don't have AC. They just have a fan. So yeah, it's Seattle. For me, like working from home, I'd probably be more comfortable in Texas, even if it's more hot, because everyone has air conditioning. You can't live there without it. That's how it goes. SIRTAG OP, yes sir. Play Hogs, yeah, man. Hogs are fun. I'm not like super great with them besides Royal Hogs, Royal Recruits, and I don't want to play that because it's kind of boring for me because I've played it so much. I don't even know if I could hit 20 wins with my main deck, the Royal Hogs, Royal Recruits. I have no clue. It is my best deck, but it's also a deck that I don't derive too much enjoyment playing it, like in the competitive sense, just because I've played it so much. Like playing Mighty Miner and Giant Skeleton and Drill, even if I'm not as good at it and I just picked it up today, I really enjoy this deck. Like I thoroughly enjoy the experience. And that's how the game should be. If you're not a pro player, you can kind of do things that you want to do. Otherwise, it's unsustainable to keep playing a game and forcing yourself to do it. For me, you could argue, hey, Jake, you should play the decks that you're best at all times and get bored even if you're doing it. But I don't know. Like, I kind of started to stay away from those decisions. Like, as you can see, I didn't make a top 5 best deck video for the global tournament, or not the global tournament, for this, for the 20 wins. Even though I could have done that and it would have garnered a lot of views, it didn't feel right for me. Because if I did it, I felt like, you know, as I said before, you should play the decks that you're most comfortable with, and I would be lying to people to get more views. And I didn't really want to either at the very start of the video say, hey, play the decks that you're most comfortable with. These are just suggestions, because then people would click off the video and then the video would perform worse if I was being genuine about it. And then if I wasn't being genuine about it, I just said, here are the top 5 decks for the challenge. You should learn these instead of playing a deck you're comfortable with. Then I'm just being a dick. So I was like, there's no good way about doing this. I'm not going to do it. Same thing for, like, it's not the same thing for this, but like, I don't want to play decks that I don't enjoy. I don't want to do things that like compromise either what I want to do, or I don't want to be forced to do things for views, I guess. That's the main thing for me. Like, obviously, I will still, like, title my stuff in an appealing way, but I don't want to go out of my way to make a concept of a video that I think is, like, just gonna hurt people more than help them. That's the way that I thought about it. Because I think, I genuinely think... Oh, I missed that. I think if I did the top 5 best deck thing, I think it would hurt people more than they helped them and, like, getting the amount of wins that they wanted. Okay, I haven't focused in this game either, so we'll focus up a little bit more. It's nice to have the giant skeleton cross the river before I go in for the goblins, because then I get a little bit more of a tank. I need to stop this from crossing the river. I need to kill that as quickly as I can, so when he hard riders, I'm able to stop it with guards and snowball, hopefully. Thank God he's earthquaking, because now we can definitely stop it with guards and snowball. That was a bad play on his end. I wish I had Mighty Miner cycled in the back so I could cycle multiple goblin drills, but I can't. With a cheap card cycle. Feels bad, man. Alright, we'll just do this. We can log this, and then snowball on this. A lot of damage. You know he's going to go in. I need to be able to defend this. Guards. I hate the fact that he's got 2 giant skeletons. This is really obnoxious. I think I lose. Let's see if we can pull this out, but not looking good. Great log. Snowball comes down. I didn't need the snowball. I suck. No big deal. Dark Goblin at the river would be funny, but I'm not going to do it. Mighty Miner cycle in the back is the ideal play. Oh my god, I hate you. You played that so well. That was actually really smart on his end, and I didn't expect him to do it. Trying to bait out the log with the Dark Goblin so we can kill that, and then he won't have log for the Goblin Drill. We'll see how this works. I didn't... Oh my god, it happened again! I just lost the game off of that. I don't know if that happens to you guys very often, where you, like, click the button and then it doesn't drop. Or it drops the wrong thing. Yeah, that's so tilting where, like... Okay, I'm still gonna play this out in case something crazy happens, but... It'd be a loss. What are these games today, guys? I'm so sick of that champion thing, though. Oh, man. It's like... You have a card in your hand and you want to drop the ability so you can get the Mighty Miner death damage on the tower. And then because I had the snowball in my hand, the snowball wouldn't have dropped. I really want, like, you to not be able to place a card in the corner there for like a short second. Ugh, that was such a bad game, but we'll take it. Alright, that's nutty. 2 games in a row? Yeah, dude. Smile, it's free. Dude, that was the freest win of my life, but like very lucky. Is Giant Prince good after balances? Regular Prince is really good. Regular Prince slaps. I'm going to focus up and play my best Clash Royale in this game. I have not played very good in the last 2 games. We had very clutch wins, but definitely not. What are you doing? What are those? I don't know what he's doing. He's inting. He just griefed. He gave me like the best elixir trade ever. Everything dies, and then I go guards on this, and then the bats clean it all up, and he got no elixir from that. I don't know what that was. So he's down elixir with guards coming at him and down 1,000. Nope. He's down 1,500. Nope. 1,700, 1,800, 2,000 damage. Okay, so he's down elixir and down 2,000 damage. That doesn't look good. We'll take it. We love you, lad. Don't let it... Oh, dude, don't worry. As I said before, I don't actually get bothered by trolls and stuff. The thing that bothers me the most, I probably should not tell you this. But yeah, the thing that bothers me the most is when some people like ask the same question over and over and over again when I've answered it before and they like have already heard the answer. Because it's like, it's in good faith, right? Like those people are actually like, you know, they're trying to just ask a question and get an answer. But as a streamer, mentally, I can't get over the fact that I'm like feeling like a tape recorder and answering the same question over and over again. So if that makes any sense, like I feel compelled to give an answer. So it's like something that I don't want to do, but I will do because I know it's the right thing to do. So that's the thing that like bothers me or trolls me the most. Troll comments, it doesn't matter that much, but Yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever thought about that or ever can relate to that type of experience where like you're like, oh man, I have to do something that I don't want to do. It's a bad experience, I guess. Favorite anime? Hunter x Hunter is by far my favorite anime. It's so good. It's so freaking good, man. There's a couple other good animes like One Punch Man, Full Metal Alchemist. I like all that stuff. Will you be in the next tribe video? I haven't recorded that many tribe videos because I've been so hellbent on recording more videos for you guys on this channel and the other ones. I'm shocked that you can respond to it all as often in Flood and play at the same time. I leak a lot of elixir and I'm not really like, well, this game I haven't tried that hard because I mean, we've definitely won this. But if I'm usually focusing, if I'm like trying to commentate and stuff, like the videos on my main channel when I'm commentating, I'm super focused. Dude, I can't respond to anything. Like I also stutter so often that you guys don't get to see it. Like there's a lot of issues with me and commentary and stuff like that. Also, if you've ever seen me try to read a script, I'm extremely bad at that as well. Like if you see a sponsorship script, they usually change it on me so many times. And it takes me forever to make all the changes because it just, I don't know, like it feels so weird when I'm saying something to the camera and it's not natural. Like when I'm recording videos, it's all natural, it's all talking to you guys. But when it's scripted, whether it's with an intro or a sponsorship, it just feels really fake and just bad. So you guys probably just know that this is like, this Jake's just being an idiot and gonna repeat himself a million times. But yeah, that's how it is. How are you enjoying Seattle? I've lived near there for my whole life and it's a great place. What kind of things have you done? All right, so I'm gonna be real with you, man. I want to try different things, but I went to Costco and I've learned how to drive better. Eric, that is what I've done, bro. And I've went around to different apartments. So that's it. That's literally it. I want to go climbing on a rock wall. I want to go and try a whole bunch of new food. We've tried like a Thai place nearby that was pretty good. I've tried a sushi place that was garbage. Barely any sushi in a freaking roll that was $10. And I'm just like, yo, dude, I just gave you my soul and you're not going to give me any eel sushi. You just ripped me off so hard. So I didn't say that obviously, but I felt ripped off. We went into downtown Seattle as well and saw the market, the food market. And we saw some like pastries, or we had some pastries. I learned how to play Mahjong for the first time, which is the best card game ever. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that or seen that before. It's like a Chinese card game. It is so freaking fun. I love it. So those are the things I've done, I guess. I want to go hiking, but I haven't done that recently, or I haven't done that yet because I don't know if you guys know, but like one of my main editors quit as soon as I moved to Seattle. So like I've been having to try to find someone new to replace them. And then also on top of that, like I had to find a new apartment. And then just dealing with the overall move as well and getting my computer and everything set up. So I haven't had as much time to explore. But if you have any suggestions for food places in Seattle, dude, I'm all ears. I'm open for it. What country will you be visiting next? Dude, I want to go to a whole bunch of different places all over Europe. I have no clue. I have no idea. Did you get out of Costco without spending $200? It's impossible. Yeah, we spent $400. It was a lot. I've never spent that much money in my life in like groceries because we've never got, so we went to a completely new place and then we needed to buy like, yeah, we needed to buy food for like a month or two, like a month and a half. And we had to buy a whole bunch of like, yeah, we just bought a lot. Like I've never spent that much money on food in my life. So it was crazy. It's just how it is. Okay, so this is double spawners. I should be focusing because this matchup's not fun. I'm going to go for Mighty Miner here with the bats and then try to get some extra value with the Goblin Drill. Maybe the Mighty Miner is able to kill the Mega Knight. If it locks on a tower, I'm also happy with that. This is not looking good, though. Looking like it could be an L. He's just stacking up so much crap, and it's annoying. I needed the Dark Goblin to be on the same side as that. This is really not going well. I'm going to try to log on top of the Spear Goblins that are about to come out. Maybe we can hit another Fire Spirit. We'll have to wait and see. If the Mighty Miner's going to be able to kill that, that's dope. So here's the thing. I wasn't focusing at all, and I should be cycling my Dark Goblin on top of the Fire Spirits because it denies almost all of the damage. If you guys know how to play like these type of matchups, you just figure out what you should be holding in your hand and what you shouldn't be. And then you win most of the time. But that was a garbage ability. Oh my gosh, you inted. Okay, yeah. And sometimes people do that, and then they let the Archer Queen not die, but then they let their tower die, and then you're just like, Seems about right, you know. Double spawners. Anyway, yeah, that's a win. We'll play a couple more and then we'll end soon. We should try rocking some Rocket Cycle. It's so busted. I could do that. I could do that for sure. How many wins is he on? I'm at 7 wins, so probably gonna play until like 10 or something and then end. We'll see if we can get the 10 wins without any more losses. So Mighty Miner on the other side does really well at distracting, and then I can go in for a Goblin Drill here, and then I can click the Mighty Miner ability to damage down the Musketeer and tank for the Dark Goblin. That didn't really work at all. That was garbage. That was a bad play. I mean, it did basically kill the Musketeer. I don't know if that was good or not. Oh, I hate you. This is a really, really tough time for me. Because he could arrow. Oh my god, he does have arrows. I lose. I can't stop that unless I do. Woo! We got so freaking lucky, baby. Let's go. That was such a clutch log. If he clicked the ability, I was screwed, dudes. Screwed, I tell you. All right, Carlos, what you gonna do? You're gonna mighty. No, you're gonna mortar. I gotta go Mighty Miner other side. Dark Goblin again. You only have arrows in the deck, so you're gonna lose the mortar again, which is really funny. Does a lot of damage to the tower, so it's always worth doing. Does he pre-arrow? Does the man have balls of steel? I would snowball, by the way, if he did. So I have a bad card cycle right now. He's got Skeleton King, Musketeer, Valkyrie. And Mortar. Oh, that's not a card that I'm scared about. So always cycle your Giant Skeleton on the opposite side. So if you cycle it here, then the Magic Archer is in alignment with the Giant Skeleton. It does damage, so you don't want that to happen. I think everything dies, so I don't care that much. Maybe I can... What are you doing? What are you doing? What are those? That was cute. Okay, he's gonna arrow this, probably. Didn't. Bad play, Jake. Bad play, Jake. All right, maybe it's not that bad. Maybe it's a strategy. Okay, no, you idiot! Why would you go back? You had one job. Oh, that was so bad. Oh, it worked. I'm a boss. I'm a beast. This deck is so much fun to play. Like, I haven't had this much fun playing Clash Royale in a long time. Genuinely, I think that if you guys are looking for a new way of playing Clash Royale, this is a great deck to like pick up and have fun with. Is it the best deck in the game? Probably not, but it's a great deck to play. Boom. That gets one hit on my tower. I don't care. But that's not going to let the mortar get a hit. That was so clean. Alright, I'm really focused, as you guys can probably tell. Okay, I win now. He wasn't ready. Okay, guys, we give him the GG, the well played, and the thumbs up. Surgical Goblin will be proud of me. I love Surge, by the way, if you guys are ever wondering. A lot of people, like, whenever you do, like, okay, here's one other thing. You do if you ever do jokes about any other streamer, any other thing, people just assume it to be hostile. Like, Cashman and I were joking about, like, the Elite Barbarians thing in my stream about ranking things. And people were like, oh, you guys hate each other. I'm like, what do you mean? We love each other. And then someone's going to be like, oh, Surgical Goblin and Tag hate each other. It always happens. There's like one person in the comment section that types up like 5 paragraphs of like hatred about someone. And it's just like, no, how do you even have that time? Also, you guys never get to see that. I should meme it though. I should take a screenshot and post it on Twitter. Because it's like, you would never believe the amount of time that some people have to like come up with the worst way of twisting something possible. And it happens in situations you would never expect. Maybe you guys would expect it, but I don't expect it. And then it happens, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, what is going on here? Anyway, we don't care about that because it barely does any damage. Nice! Okay, please don't arrows me. Please don't arrows me. Please don't arrows me. Please don't arrows me. I hate you. Okay. Please don't have freeze. I will be sad. Sad, sir. Not a happy sir. Okay, we want to keep his elixir low, obviously, and I did not play this very well, but it's fine. I can use the Mighty Miner ability and then go Goblin Drill on the right-hand side and then try to take the tower there, so we'll see if this works. But my game plan is, it might be stupid, but let's see if it's successful. Bada boom, bada bing, baby. That's guaranteed tower now. Arrows me? Can I kill this with like the log and then be okay? The power of the log. Gotta love the log, baby. Come on. Yes! Stupid E-Barb died. Let's go. We out here. I don't know if the tower is going to snipe it or not. I was like, I don't really know. I have no clue. Alright, do we just giant skeleton and go towards the others? Yeah, I think so. This is the disrespect. This is the disrespect on your name. If the giant skeleton explodes on your tower, you're screwed. What are those? You killed your tower faster with the Inferno Dragon. Alright, that was funny. That was good. I figured that would work because he didn't have E-Barbs in cycle. Because he spammed it with his elixir goal. I love this game. I love this game so much. Hope you win. Opponent is from yeah, I mean, that's what's up. Would you ever consider a CR podcast? Not sure if you would or not. Oh yeah, Will, I definitely thought about that, man, but I wouldn't want it limited to CR. I would want it to talk about so many different things. I'd want to talk about personal life. I went through so many experiences in life, and I know that I want to learn more from other people and just talk more about different things. If you haven't been able to figure out, I love talking, so podcast would be right up my alley, but at the same time, I wouldn't want it to interfere with my main goals. If you guys look at my YouTube channel, SIRTAG CR on YouTube, I upload daily at 3 p.m. Eastern, and every single video, I like pour hours and hours and hours of time into it. Like, it's not just for money. It was for money at the very start when I started to do it. I was like, oh, we're making a lot of money off this. Like, it's just kind of fun, whatever. It's literally my main goal in life, to get that channel as good as possible and create content that I'm literally proud of. I don't care how much money we make anymore. I've been dumping it directly back into the content for higher quality editing, paying my editors absurd bonuses with like whenever we get new stuff. So yeah, I don't know, like I'm just trying to make the channel better, and that's my goal in life. I know it seems weird, or you guys might like be like, why do you care so much about a channel goal or like growing like a subscriber count? I don't know, it's something that I'm just obsessed with at this point in my life. Maybe that will change later on, but that's definitely the main thing for me. And creating content that I'm proud of is just like a big thing for me, so hopefully I can continue to do that. I also I want to see there's so many different stages in my life too, with things that were important to me, and you just like learn along the way, and you're a completely different person. I remember when I was 18, I said to myself that I would never be different. I said like, yo, dude, everyone's saying BS stuff about like them getting older and changing as a person. Like that's just such like, I don't know, that's such crap. Like I'm not gonna change. Like I'll be the same person that I am. I think that I'm pretty wise. Like I thought I like figured everything out, and then I changed so significantly when I was like 21, and then I'm 25, and I've changed so much in the time period between 21 and 25. And I know like when I'm 30 or whatever, I'm going to be a completely different person as well. I'm going to have different priorities. I'm going to have different things, different experiences too. I don't know. I think that's, I think that was one of the biggest things in life for me. We'll see what happens for the podcast, but I don't want it to interfere with my priority right now of like creating content. And to be honest, like I guess the main reason why I brought that up is I went on a tangent, but the main reason why I brought that up is I don't have much free time besides like what I spend with my girlfriend just for my mental health, other than what I do on YouTube. Like all of my free time, because I love YouTube so much, I put it all towards that. Like I literally do spend 12 hours a day, no exaggeration, 7 days a week on YouTube. And that's probably unhealthy for most people if it's like their job, but it's also my obsession, and it's also like, you know, what I want to be doing. All right, we're gonna go giant skeleton here. Maybe I'll shut that down and then go for a drill. Right. What else are we doing here? Do we just go for a snowball? I think so. Let me clean this up with darts. Nice-oo. We got him. Easy. This is a very easy win. I'll probably be doing this challenge again tomorrow. I don't know. I'm thinking if I want to go to 12 wins again, or we got 12. Did we get 11 or did we get 12 last time? Let's see if we can. I don't remember what we got. Okay, so we got 11. All right, so we're at 10. Should at least get that. How comfortable are you with drill wall breakers? Any chance you'll play that? I'm not that comfortable with drill wall breakers. I'm not that great at it. I never will be, unless I play it a lot more. Tag, I've been watching you since you're a pro, coming from someone who used to watch Molt. When I saw your precise positioning and perfect counter pushes, what was no more? Well, dude, here's the thing. If you think I'm one of the best players in the world, you're also sorely mistaken. I am a top 1,000 or top 2,000 player, and there are so many people way better than me at the game. So, just going to be transparent. There's a lot of other people that are much better than me as players. For instance, if you know Boss CR, he's just a better player than me. That's just how it is. I will forever be a 1,000 to 2,000 unless I start pushing and trying really hard and become more of a pro player. Just going to throw that out there as an example. I love the game, and I play purely for fun at this point. And I mean, I guess I do understand a lot of other stuff too. Goodbye. I'll see you later, Eric. Or actually, I don't know if you're saying goodbye to someone else or for me. All right. Do you swim? No, I don't swim. You would think so. I'm like tall, lanky. I kind of got that swimmer physique, but not really. Who are the best players in the world in your opinion? Mohamed Light. I don't know, man. Do you make YouTube videos before CR came out? No, dude, I did not. I also barely, like, I just started doing YouTube videos when CR came out. Like, I got really lucky with the timing and stuff. Like, I did it because of CR, but I got very lucky with how it worked out for me, I guess. Okay, we're not going to miss the snowball. That's good, man. Did I just throw? The bat's going to be able to clutch up. Yo, those bats actually put in work. I activate King Tower too. That's good. Hell yeah. Hopefully he doesn't go on the same side, or hopefully he continues to go on the same side as me. This guy is actually probably pretty good. I'll focus up for the rest of this game because I don't want to lose at 11 wins or 10 wins or where the heck I was last time. Good log too. Not a bad player. All right, you deserve my respect. You're pretty good. I also hate you. I wasn't joking. You went in for a hog rider when I wasn't ready. All right, skeleton here. Am I stupid for that? Maybe. The world may never know. Wait, does the firecracker die to this? I think he just stacks up firecrackers and makes my life miserable. Why are you doing that to yourself? Dude, I don't think I win this matchup unless I play really well. What the hell? Did I kill skeletons or something? No, I didn't. But the goblin's on the tower. He missed the... No, he didn't miss the log. I forgot that he was actually really good. It's freaking Firecracker, man. The issue with this is the Firecracker does too much work. It doesn't die. You can just Hog Rider again or do some other stuff. Did I miss that? I think I did. I didn't. But did the bats? Bro, this matchup's balls. It's not good. The Firecracker doesn't die, and then I don't have a building that can't get lightning. So I got to do something crazy here. Like maybe he mini P.E.K.K.A.s and I can break through like that and then get the bats through or something. Get him to log early. Nah, he's smart. He's not falling for it. Log Snowball full counters? I didn't know that. So if you have King Tower activated, you can log Snowball and kill. This is a pretty tough one. Huh, I did not think I would ever play against a Hog Rider deck with Firecracker in Clash Royale. But here it is. Super, 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 super tough matchup. That is the worst matchup I think we've gotten. Yeah, with this deck. That is definitely the worst matchup I've gotten today with this deck. Wow. Okay. That was an unfortunate situation. I think, like, if I didn't lose earlier, I could have accepted that one loss and then gone to the next one. He was a 20-win player as well, so obviously a pretty good player. Yeah, I mean, we played against a 20-win player with a hard counter, and I could have played better, I guess. Maybe getting more damage at the start. Focused up a little bit more on the right-hand side. The King Tower activation was good, but it could have been at a different point. He just played super well. So we'll end on one more win, and then I'll maybe be streaming this again tomorrow. Are you a Celtics fan? You'd be even more of a W. Dude, I loved watching the Celtics when I actually was in Boston. I haven't actually ever developed the habit of watching basketball live. Or no, basketball in on the TV. I never really have. Unlucky loss, lots of love. Yeah, dude. I mean, the guy played well. He obviously a really deserving player. Kept his Firecrackers alive. And we learned a new interaction. Snowball plus log kills Hog Rider if you activate King Tower. I had no clue that that worked. So those are the type of things that you can learn, and you can have that like in the back of your head. When you lose a game, now you'll like know those interactions for the future, and then you'll be better at the game, and have more confidence when you go into that matchup again. If I got that matchup again, I would definitely play it better. You know, like even if I play against Firecracker Hog Rider and it's a bad matchup for me, I'll probably play a lot better than I just did. Can we tank for the bats a little bit, or just damage down the guards? Okay, so we do damage down the guards. We don't get any extra damage here. We can go Giant Skeleton in the back. He's got P.E.K.K.A., so P.E.K.K.A. is one of the best answers to Giant Skeleton in the game. But it doesn't matter that much to me because I can just go Goblin Drill with the Giant Skeleton to tank. I think this will work out. Maybe we can get the Giant Skeleton onto the tower. The P.E.K.K.A. is going to go on the inside, so then it's going to go back towards the Goblin Drill, and then the Giant Skeleton has a faster pathway. No! That didn't work out at all. I thought it was going to go around. Well, it still did, but I don't know if that hits tower. I hope it does. If we Dark Goblin in the back, it's probably going to be a little bit better than dropping guards. Then I can Mighty Miner and pull the Valkyrie. Wizard is interesting. I think as long as the Dark Goblin doesn't die, we can go for guards here. And notice what I'm doing. Notice how the P.E.K.K.A. is targeting the guards, yet the Mighty Miner is still the target of the Wizard. So you want to drop that and isolate your opponent's cards so your distraction cards are going to get targeted by the high damage P.E.K.K.A. and you won't have that bad of a trade. He's got Hog Rider. I can stop it with Bats. Okay, so he drops Zap, so I'm going to go Bats. And I'm going to go in for Goblin Drill. Goblin Drill is going to spawn goblins in the back so then the Valkyrie doesn't hit it immediately. Oh, the Valkyrie did. Somehow the Valkyrie hit those. Most of the time the goblins go in the back and they don't have that issue. Okay, so you can guards here. And then it kills 2 of the goblins and the Giant Skeleton should kill the other goblin. And I only take 1 hit. And then if you Hog Riders, he would have went into guards. So I'm always trying to make good trades like that. He's got P.E.K.K.A. and he's got Wizard. So I think I would go right into a Wizard. It's probably better just go Dark Goblin here and then follow up with this and go Bats and get him to Zap or something to make him a little bit annoyed. And then I can get guards down again on top of the P.E.K.K.A. So even though I'm like not winning from this interaction, I'm making sure he can't Hog Rider. If he Hog Riders in the right hand side, okay, yeah, that's a garbage play. I was gonna say like you can't necessarily do that because it's not gonna give you a good interaction. And then the Giant Skeleton wins this again. Like he overcommitted there with a Valkyrie and a Hog Rider, and then Giant Skeleton goes boom, and then his chances of winning go boom too. That was a pretty good W. I think, well, as I said, I wanted to end on one more game, but I kind of, it's always that one more mentality. It's always that one more mentality. Keep growing. You're amazing. Thanks, man. I mean, I try my hardest. I try my hardest to create the best content possible. But a lot of times, you know, you guys don't get to see it, but I throw out so many videos. If a video is not up to my standard, I just toss it. I think I spent 7 hours the first day of the season to come up with a good executioner deck that I liked. So one video took me 7 hours of throwing out other decks that were terrible, or decks that were boosted. Like, I think most people, what they did was like, oh, Hog Executioner was so good, Viper used it. And I'm like, no, the deck is just good because Viper's good and Viper only plays this deck. Why not find a deck that is actually good that people don't know yet and test out a whole bunch of stuff and talk to pro players that are really good at the game and let me get their feedback and see what they think. And that's what I did instead of just finding the first deck that comes to mind. A lot of work goes behind that. A lot of times people think, or they see like my videos and they're like, you just copied it from a top player. And there's just so much more that goes behind the scenes. Ari, thank you so much for the $5. 100%. I'm down to guest for you anytime, bro. Love just talking and getting honestly unbiased opinion on stuff. Dude, that'd be so sick. That'd be so sick. Man, I can't wait to travel more. I love you, brother. And I hope, I don't know, I hope we get to meet sometime. I hope I get to meet a lot of you guys at the next event whenever that happens. I hope that I get to see a lot of you guys. And last time at the World Finals, a lot of you guys were like, oh, I didn't want to talk to you. I was like scared to talk to you. Like you were busy or something. Like definitely go up to me and talk to me no matter what, like at any of these events. Like please do that as one of those things that didn't happen last time as much. And then everyone's like, oh, I wanted to talk to you, but like you seem busy. I'll always have time at these events. What is the deck that's most fun and the best for this challenge? Well, I mean, as I said before, I think that this is the most fun for me. The best deck will change depending on what you are good with. So, you know, I think this is the deck I would grind and I would just play it forever. And then if I lose or if I don't get the 20-win challenge, it's okay because, you know, like I'm trying my hardest. I'm learning a new deck and I really, really like it. Like I'm actually genuinely having fun when I'm playing this. And I think like if I was playing the Royal Recruits one, you guys would have seen me stop the stream maybe an hour ago. It's just to full transparency. If I was playing Electro Giant meta or whatever, I'd probably stop the stream and I would have already dipped. Because I also don't I never force myself to record content or create content when I'm not having fun. I think that's a big part of my content as well. Like if I'm genuinely not having fun playing the game, which sometimes does happen, it's not like I always have fun playing Clash Royale, I'm not gonna play it because my content will suck. I'm not gonna be in the business of forcing it to like look good. I don't want to do that. So I just dip whenever that is the case. That bomb was trash. Okay, I really messed that up. Let's try not to lose this game. We're at early wins, so it's like not that big of a deal, but that's pretty bad. We'll go Dark Goblin here. We'll go snipe that, and then he's gonna log. Interestingly enough, I don't think the Barbarians are gonna take my tower because I have Mighty Miner and the bats are coming down. So this is the thing. Like at lower wins, people just make absurd plays and they lose based off of like having a limited amount of elixir. I'm not trash enough to try to defend that. Don't worry. Sometimes you also have to just forfeit your tower and be like, okay, that tower's gone. I can't defend it. Take your other tower, I guess. Mighty Miner puts in so much work. I think it's criminally underrated card in Clash Royale. We had some intense W's too. So this is really fun to be able to just play this. Rarely do I actually have fun when I lose things too. I think that another thing is like, if you guys are doing the challenge and talking to your friends about it or streaming it or maybe just like engaging in like how far can you get and you talk to your friends or you have a challenge on it. I think it'll be a lot more fun and less stressful because I feel some of you guys are like pressured, oh, I better get 20 wins or I better get as high as I possibly can. For me, I don't really have that stress and it becomes a lot more fun. So I guess my other advice is like, if it's not your job and you're not like trying to qualify for CRL and like win, don't stress it too much. Pekka's the best mummy in the game. Yeah, dude, she's OP mommy. Whether it's at an event or via traveling, we'll meet someday, bro. When you move to Texas, inevitably, we'll visit the wifey's rents and Sir Memes a lot. Let's go. Yeah, Texas will be dope. Anyway, guys, I think we are going to end on that. That was 2 wins today. 2 wins. Just out of 0. Photoshop that real quick. We got it. But huge thank you again to all the donations. You guys are legendary. Huge thanks to M Singer. You are a legend, bro. That is like That was a ridiculous amount of money, bro. I don't even want to count. It was actually, so the chat revenue today was $165. Thank you guys for that. All the money from donations, all the money from streams, all the money from sponsorships, they go directly back into the channel to make it better. Obviously, if you guys don't want to see more content, that's all good. But if you do, definitely drop a subscription to this channel. It's free. And then you guys get notified when I stream again. I might be doing another challenge. And if I do another challenge, you guys will get notified when I go live. Like the video if you guys want to support me. It goes a long way and it gets the video recommended to more people without even donating money. It helps. And then check out my main channel, SIRTAG CR, for quality content every single day at 3 p.m. Eastern. I love you guys. I'm going to go chill with my girlfriend and I will see you guys later. Peace. Also, Sandy, thank you for the $10. You are a beautiful human being. And yeah, it's just really nice to see you here and everywhere, actually. Very, very nice. Love you guys and good luck in your challenges. Peace.